What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Euphoria tapping in with today's message. I'm going to be taking some time to do less tarot and more conversation. This is going to be more like a podcast. So let me first go ahead and cleanse the space. And I want to ask my angels, ancestors, and divine beings of the highest light to come through and please protect me at this time because I don't know what it is, but when I cleanse me and my son's energy, it just seems like everybody gets so infuriated and just thinks that they're, I guess, entitled to access to divine beings who actually have done the work. You see, before I moved into my mother's house, me and my son, we were eating pretty clean. I made sure I kept his environment pretty clean. He had his video games, he had his friends. No one was really outside. I didn't have those friends that smoked weed and drugs all around my son. No cursing, very much that parent. So when I moved here, I noticed that everyone kept trying to override my authority with my son. For instance, now even in my heart chakra, it just feels like trash. Like, I don't know what these people got going on, but trash. Like, I don't know if it's because they're trying to defend us from outside sources of this neighborhood. I really don't care. It's just given like, can y'all please wrap this shit up? Because I don't feel like it's right. Okay. Before we get into that, the name of this video is Releasing Traumas Before the New Year Begins. My biggest trauma that I have is the fact that I know my family has a lot of trauma and they just don't want to face their trauma. They continue to tell me to go to therapy, but they don't want to go to therapy. They continue to try to project their ailments and their body hurt onto me and my child. Excuse me, spiritual birth release. But they don't want to do the work themselves. It's like the kettle calling the pot black kind of situation, where it's like I have a womb, right? And I know that I don't want everybody to have access to my womb. So, I do what I do spiritually to protect my womb. Nukpu Natur Hamit, that is saying I'm a sacred woman. That's from Queen Afua, the Sacred Woman Journey. If you're a sacred woman and you understand and. Ain't no game to be played with no women who's trying to be sacred. Like, we trying to be on a journey where we're going to meet someone who's actually healthy for us so that we can, not experience all that trauma and lack and sickness and disease in the body. However, it comes to my awareness that people who don't want to heal just don't want to heal. And it's like, okay, you don't want to, but I want to. So back up. And they're like, no, we want access to it's like, for instance, I'm walking on the countryside and I see a farm. It says private property, but it has all the fruits that I want on the farm. I feel entitled to go onto the farm and go steal the apples from the farm. Or I feel entitled to go, I don't know, to just be on the farm, like be a part of the farm's tidy work. And it's like the farm was doing fine before you came on the farm. It's when you get on the farm is when the problems start for the farm. Okay, so let's get into it. Releasing our traumas before the new year begins. I am on this is the last day of the year. Yes. And I'm supposed to be leaving from my mother's house today. She's like, get your shit out, get the fuck out. I was supposed to be gone by New Year's Eve. Christmas Eve. But she's like, I'm gonna let you stay to the end of the month because if I gotta sign for an apartment, I'll sign for your apartment. I don't want you signing for my apartment, honestly, because I don't want any attachments anymore. Like, you've made it clear you don't fuck with me. I don't know why. I don't care why. But you've made it clear that we're not on the same type of time. And if you could have signed for an apartment for me, you could have did that 6 months ago. So why did you wait till just now to do it? This is why I don't like taking favors from people who I know don't have my best interests at heart. Because why would you wait a whole entire half of a year to help me get a place if you were already in that position to do so? You get how that just seems, it just seems like it's something fishy with that. It's like, you could have did this how long ago? Right? So in the space of removing trauma from our aura, because I know in this house, there's a heavy solar plexus imbalance. Like, people just don't want you to have willpower. They don't want you to have strength. They don't want you to be on top of your game. It's like every time I turn around, somebody shoot me in my solar plexus. Because when you have control and power in your solar plexus, you're able to just be on top, like nobody's fucking with you when you have your solar plexus on lock. So yesterday, I was riding around doing what was it? Not Uber Eats, Grubhub. And as I was doing Grubhub, well, actually, the in the morning I like to meditate. I stretch in the bed. I don't get out the bed for some time, and I do things to help me stretch and rebalance and re-challenge my energy. So right, even right now, I feel like somebody's nerve ending in the back of their head is just like aching. Like, ew, nobody wants to deal with that energy. But anywho, so I'm in the bed and I don't know if you guys are aware of what the sacrum looks like. Let me go ahead and look it up on my phone. Excuse me, spiritual burp. We're going to be having a lot of burps in this video, just a heads up, because again, there's somebody literally walking over top of my head. Like, I cleansed out our energy and they're just coming through trying to dirty it back up, put all their projections and all their nastiness and all their heaviness in our aura. So please forgive the aura if it's not given bubbly and friendly and uplifting, because someone literally is projecting their bullshit onto me and my child. Their heavy ass, hard ass life that they want everybody else to live. When it's like, bitch, we're so fucking magical. Why are we even going through this? If you know magic, then why are you using your magic to make people suffer and get back into olden days instead of going and using your magic to get us forward? Anyway, so let's go ahead and look at what a sacrum is. Sacrum. Sacrum. Is it two C's? Oh, it's one. Okay. So your sacrum is like all of this right here. All right, this little thingy right here. Now, as you see, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 holes in it, right? Now, a lot of the times when people do root work, the first thing they do is fuck with those 4 holes. Like, they imagine themselves putting vines through those 4 holes in your pelvis in effort to tie you down, right? Now, just below that is your the tailbone, right here. That's where your root chakra is. If you learn how to make this bone move back and forth, because it is a tail essentially, if you learn how to like imagine that bone moving back and forth and getting your vibrations right there, you can bring, that's how you bring the energy from your root chakra up. That's what the kundalini rising is, and everyone is entitled to a kundalini rising. Just make sure you have the right person in your energy when you're doing it. See, right now I know there's an energy in my womb that I don't want to have a kundalini rising with, so I'm not going to rise up with this energy, because it's not, no, I'm not, we're not doing life together. You already forfeited the journey with me. That's why we're releasing you and your trauma and your sickness, because you forfeited the journey with me when you left me. When you leave me, you forfeit all of the blessings that come with me. Now, this could be an ex-boyfriend, this could be a family member. I know who it is in my life right now. Currently, I have like a bunch of exes that just, well, you're not going into the new year without me. Yes, the fuck I am. Excuse my language. I do curse on this channel. We do get vulgar. We do get ghetto. We do get proper. And we do get prissy. Depends on how you hit me and what you want to do and if you feel me. Okay, this is the real me. All right. So as I said yesterday, I woke up and I was like, let me go ahead and cleanse out my sacrum. So I go and I cleanse it out. I'm like, okay, hole 1, 2, hole 3, 4, hole 5, 6, hole 7, 8. And I immediately start feeling this lightness. Then I was like, my tailbone. And then I brought the energy up the spine. Right? Ooh, and as I'm doing that, you hear all the extra shit that don't belong to me that I'm just releasing. So we're bringing it up. Right? And I get all the way to the top, and I get it to go through the back of my head, through my pineal gland, and come out of my third eye. And I remember my higher eyes had opened when I was on my travel down in Georgia. Like I'm talking about my upper eyes, because everybody's like, oh, I got my third eye. They think about the one between your eyebrows, but you have like a fourth eye, a fifth eye. I have a marking, a beauty mark, personally, on my sixth eye. Right? Then you have your seventh, and then there's like another one here. Then there's another one that's like a circle and a dot. And then your crown chakra right here, right? So most people don't even recognize that you got that many eyeballs on your forehead to begin with. Like they're like, oh yeah, my third eye's open. And it's like, okay, that's just one. What about all the other ones? And based on where you're naturally positioned at, you can always go higher than your original ranking. You can do the work, but some people are naturally placed higher than others. So myself being that I was marked on my sixth eye, I started there to begin with. I didn't really have to go through third eye chakra down at the bottom. I didn't have to go through too much of that mess. It was like I was already like where I was supposed to be at, you know? Because everybody's eyeball placement is different. It's like I'm taller than this person, or I'm smaller than, we all are different heights, naturally, spiritually. Now, some people will try to prevent you from knowing your height. For instance, I have a mother, mothers, I'm in control, so I'm going to use spell work to have ordination over you because I'm your mom. Actually, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to encourage me to be the best version of me so that I can be my full self and one day take care of your old ass. Excuse me to all the good moms out there and all the good grandmas, but that's just what it is. You're supposed to encourage us to be our best versions of ourselves so that when you start to break the fuck down, we can take care of you on your journey up out of this hole. You're not supposed to be siphoning us for all of our good shit while we're here in our 20s and 30s just so you can keep on being a sexy grandma. So for all you sexy grandmas that be out here siphoning your children's energy and being witches and being womb wizards, sit the fuck down. Let your kids be great so they can take care of your old ass, because if they figure out what the fuck you're doing, they're going to kick your dusty ass to the curb and you're going to rot and you're going to turn into dust. Okay? When they finally figure out what the fuck is really going on. But anywho, so I did all this while and again, I was at Grubhub and I was at work and everything's fine. Like, I'm like, hold on. So you mean to tell me I am better off being my highest, best version of myself while I'm at work, working around a bunch of strangers, delivering food all day, outside in the streets of DC, PG. I'm safer to be my best version of myself out there than I am in my own home? Hold up now. Something off. Because when I stepped into my power, my positioning, who I am, because everybody's supposed to Kundalini rise. It's like you're supposed to do that. However, you're supposed to also be mindful of who's attached to your private parts when you're doing it. Because I know I have a few attachments right now. I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Definitely not trying to pour water into your cup, because you definitely don't pour water into my cup. Every time I'm around you, my skin start cracking and getting dry. Yeah, you definitely not a part of the journey moving forward. So I started thinking to myself, I'm like, well, they did try to kick me out before the holidays. I have been pretty much being antagonized since I've been here. I got plenty of videos, even a few videos I've uploaded on YouTube where y'all can actually see I'm actually like trying to avoid physical fights with masculine males in this household. Actual men have tried to put their hands on me in this house. I had one protect me, so I give him benefit of the doubt, but it's like when it comes down to it, because it's a numbers thing and a numbers game, and I'm not really good at staying with one energy because I'm like a very flighty person, because I like my freedom. I'm a Sag. That person tends to stick with one side, and like for instance, Christmas time, I was interested in dating somebody new, and we was vibing. Me and my twin, we was vibing. Hey, vibing. And the family was like offended that I found somebody that was like showing me love. I guess because they couldn't get none. I don't know. It was just like they was offended. So like when I went upstairs to go, reconvene with everyone, I just felt like this cold energy of like cold, and it just started wrapping around me. I was like, oh, I don't like that. Let me go back downstairs. And I knew they was cooking food that I wasn't going to be able to eat because, I'm vegan. I don't eat meat. But it's Christmas, so I ain't nobody catering to your ass. I don't even like your ass anyway, energy, right? And the whole entire time, I just feel like it's like these big old, because I don't know, if you got your third eye open, then you know how the dark arts works. You can just feel them big old knives just swinging down back and forth, left and right, over top of your head, through your brain, feel like it's a drill drilling you in the side of your head. For some people, that's usually what they always doing to my brother. They always drilling him in the side of his head. They always got a damn drill in his head. This shit is sick. Because I could see, it's my gift to be able to see the black magic that's on people, whether they can see it or not. I can see all the black magic going on through the house. Like I know how they sitting here right now. Let me see what's going on with my son. On my son, they're doing like an L-shaped thing. So it's like going down the middle of his head, but then also coming out the side. So it's like this. It's going like this in his face. Like right? Excuse me, spiritual birth. Somebody's heart chakra is blocked the fuck up. I don't know who it is, honestly. Let me see. Somebody getting a circle put around their heart. Let me see. Sierra's heart. Oh, my heart good. Somebody trying to get in my house though. Somebody trying to stab me in my forehead. Stab me in my third eye. But I don't think that's me. I think that's the person who's trying to be surrounded, like the masculine energy that's trying to be my shell. I think they're stabbing him in his third eye with the dark arts. It's like a big sword that just keeps slamming right in the middle of the forehead. Let me push it out right quick. Let's see. Oh, I pushed it out. Shoulders release, chest release. That was easy. All right. When we work together, see, my job is to see what the fuck is really going on. And not just seeing through, see, like I'm the person where it's like, you know how on Avatar they have the girl who was an earthbender, but she was blind? I can see like that. Like I feel it. Like I feel the vibrations moving like whoosh, 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 whoosh. I don't necessarily always see it. I used to be able to see it, but somebody, when I came here, blocked my third eye. So it's like my TV screen, my PC screen, the way that I used to see with my third eye, it kind of got blocked. Somebody stole my third eye, and installed it in their forehead. Yes, it's kind of possible to do stuff like that. I'll explain in a little bit. So when I used to see with my third eye, my brother's eyeball just twitched. So I know he's in here. So it was him. Okay. I'll be knowing who's in my house based on how my body reacts. My eyeball twitches, I know it's him. Okay. That's the older one. Anywho, so now somebody moving around in my sacral chakra. See, they be trying to, he's testing to see how really aware I am. It's like, no, nigga, I see and feel everything. That's why I'm able to stop y'all asses where y'all lay at. Because y'all be trying, yeah. And then they try to come with, at the same time, like a whole entire force of like 25 demons at the same time. Come on, y'all, let's go feast on them at the same time. So I get confused when it's like 25 people. But I have a way, I have an ability of knowing how to just like, I don't know whose eye this is. It might be one of my eyeballs. I don't know. But there's like a blue eye that like stays on top of the house. And you can like look down and see everybody. Probably the weird ass neighbor who's always like trying to hunt me while I'm asleep. Let me make sure he's not over here right quick. Hold on, he twist his brain in half. He always in here. Just in here. Go to hell somewhere. Sit down. Somebody need to go. He told me he could help me out with some money. He need to pay some little hoochie to come over there and come please his ass. So you leave me the fuck alone. Fucking weirdo. Let me twist him a little bit more because he's still in here. He mad he got his ass beat this morning. Yeah. Because he connected to all these people in the neighborhood and he bring all their energies because they all fucking him in the ass, you know. Unfortunately, when you get connected and you join societies, you giving these people access to your body. They all usually come in through the anus, through the solar plexus, through the brain, the third eye, or through the heart. You get to choose, of course. But yeah, so he's connected to pretty much, he's like neighborhood watch essentially. But he's our neighbor. And then we also live next door to a police officer as well. So he's ex-military. This other dude is police officer whose house is right next to my brother's room. Then we have my actual stepbrother who's in military as well. Marine trained. And I had to think about it. I'm like, hold on. Me, my brother, and my son are the only people who aren't vaccinated. Now, I don't know if my brother did, the switcheroo and became vaccinated. Not my business. But we're like the only people in the whole neighborhood that aren't vaccinated. So we don't have those nanobots in our bodies that make us do crazy shit. We don't get affected by those little frequencies that they be throwing through the neighborhood because we don't have the robots in our bodies. So we're kind of more like a delicacy that's, ooh, I want that energy right there because it's untainted. It doesn't have the robot in it. YouTube, I know how y'all be acting about the COVID and everything else. I'm just assuming based on what I've seen with my own two eyes, how things play out. People who usually they act a little different because I drive through my neighborhood and I can hear high pitched frequencies like dog whistles and stuff like like it's like they're in every single mailbox or something next to everybody's house. And it's like it's just how the neighborhoods around PG are function. That's why because there's so many wealthy Black people here. So the way to control the wealthy Black people without them realizing they're being controlled is to tell them if they want to work, they have to. And then on top of that, now you have some kind of software installed in their neighborhoods to keep them low vibrational as fuck. Does that make sense? Because they don't have that in Montgomery County. You want to know why they don't have it in Montgomery County? Because all the people over there are what? Jewish. And they run okay. Anyway, so that's not a conspiracy theory. That's all facts. That's statistics. Y'all can look it up. It's statistics. That's why in Montgomery County, it's a little bit easier to live, a little bit, lighter energy because they need the freedom to do what they want to do. So they don't have as many neighborhoods with all these. So when we all press to live in PG County, we literally selling ourselves short, especially if we got and even if you don't have the whole neighborhood got and they all, okay. So anyway, releasing the trauma before we get into the next year. Me knowing all these facts, knowing all these things and being able to see these things with my third eye and having those ears that can pitch perfect hear these things. Because I've been able to hear sounds that everybody can't hear since I was a kid. Like I could hear when people were about to walk into the room. I can hear people's bodily frequencies. I wasn't always able to hear what people were thinking and saying. I used to be able to, and it's coming back around now, but I was always able to hear a person's frequency before they walked around me. So when I lived in my apartment, for instance, I'd be sitting there and I'm sitting and I hear the I'm like, oh, one of my clients must be here. Let me get the house ready. Hey, I'm downstairs. Is it okay to come upstairs? Yeah, I was ready for you. I already heard you when you came through. You heard me. Oh, my bad. Never mind. That's not normal. Like even right now, I feel they trying to put the look. They mad at me exposing this. So now I'm getting the shot. If you see it through your third eye, it's like a machine that comes down like this and stabs you in the sides of your neck. It's like this. But again, when you have your third eye open, even when they block it, again, I can feel it. So I know how to visualize it, even without my third eye being open and unblocked. Now, also, another secret is when you have your third eye open, you can connect to other people's third eyes and other people's levels that are giving you access to their data because we are like computers sharing networks and Bluetooth and everything. So there's a guy that I used to date. He has a Tesla. When you look at the world through his third eye, it looks like how it looks through a Tesla. Everything looks white. Everything looks like, I don't know how to put it, but like it almost looks angelic, honestly speaking. To just look at the whole neighborhood and it's like everything's just white. And like you see the shadows, everything. I'm like, oh, somebody still stabbed me in the top of my head. Hold on, y'all. Woo! See, that's probably one of the highest third eyes that I've seen on a masculine. Most masculines don't have a third eye that's that high. But he's also military trained. So maybe that's a digital thing. I don't know. You get access to all of your abilities, I presume, once you sell your soul over to the government. As long as you work for them, they want you to be able to access everything. You don't work for them, they want you blocked. I only know because most of my family is government officials. And they've given me little Like my GS15 granny, she's like, pay attention to yourself. And as soon as she said that, I immediately was able to see myself from an aerial view from behind. I'm like, what the hell? How did you do that? I don't know, but now I can see I can even look at myself from the back of my head right now. Like I'm looking at myself in the back of my head. When people say like I got eyes in the back of my head, they really mean it. But we're talking about releasing the trauma. So once you realize these things about the world and you're like, oh my God, the way to release the trauma is to just go based on your intuition. What is your intuition telling you to do? Like right now, I know for certain this mofo is just sitting in the kitchen, just harvesting all my energy just so he could give it back to my mom, give it to my brother. He pretty much like, I'll suck it out of them and then y'all could suck it out of me as long as y'all allow me to stay here and be free. And the shit is sad because it's like you selling your ass just to sell somebody else out, just to survive when you could literally just get your shit together and get the fuck out and move back to Montgomery County where life is easier. But people be weak. So how do you release that trauma knowing that it's literally people who will sit in your face and smile and be like, hey, what's up? But meanwhile, they selling you out to the whole family. How do you release that trauma? You don't have the answers, Sway. We don't have the answers. All I can tell you is this. If you really believe in God, and you can really see, because I see through my third eye, somebody's even like, there's like a hooking me in my my root chakra. Hold on, let me move that one out the way, because that's my other brother. He's always a bottom feeder. Let me get it out of my son too. Look, you hear the whole house making noises and stuff like, no, they found us out. Shit, distract them. Do something. We got to get back in there. When you realize that you really are the center of the energy source in your community, how do you release the trauma of realizing that these people are relying on you, but they don't want to be guided by you? Look, shit falling down and shit upstairs. I can't make it up. What do you do when these people want to have access to you, but they don't want your guidance, yet their souls are on fire? What do you do when you know what you know? You just know what you know and you protect yourself. Of course, once I get out of this apartment, or rather this living arrangement, these people will never speak to me again. Ever. I don't give a flying fuck what's going on in the world. Because if you feel like you have the authority to come into my space and put a cord up me and my son's ass and spiritually drain us of all of our energy and do shit like this to me, but yet you told me to my face, you don't respect me, you don't fuck with me. I asked you for $500. Oh, excuse me, I didn't ask. I was an authorized user on a joint credit card that we both shared, and I swiped it for $500. I used the other $500 my father gave me, thankfully, right, to get my car out the shop so I could continue to take my son to school, get him to where he's got to go, because nobody else drives him to school in the morning. Nobody else makes sure he has to get to anywhere or was going to football or practice, anything like that. So who else was going to do it if I didn't get the $500? You're entitled to think that he owes you $500. Well, I was doing his hair for free for 5 years, allowing his friends to come into my house. Now that I understand energy, so this means you not only were siphoning my energy, you were also giving my energy to your friends and whoever else was attached to you to make you look like a superstar. Because I looked at my face in my old videos, and I know when he's in my energy, I get this ugly ass bag that looks like my face is sagging on the side. That's how I know he's in my energy. And I look back at all my old videos and I'm like, that's him. Ew. Look. I just spoke about him. Look. You see how everything's changing over there now? His energy just walked in. On some real Lucy shit. People think spirituality is just shit, giggles, and rainbows and buttercups, and oh, I pray and use sage now, and I got colorful beads. Wee! Life is so spiritual. But when you really got to get to the other side of spirituality, when you realize this shit is you're becoming a spirit. The spiritual journey is becoming a spirit. It's realizing that your flesh is fading and you're becoming more spiritual. You still have a flesh body that holds your spirit, but you're becoming more spiritual. So you're supposed to be following your spirit, which means if you're gay, go be gay. If you like dingling in your booty hole, go do it. If you like cootie cat on your lips, go do it. Be in alignment with your spirit, because when you fight your spirit, that's when you start to catch fire. Is that clear? When you fight your spirit is when you catch on fire. And that's where we usually have issues at. You see, you don't catch fire when you're loving your life and enjoying your life. No. You catch fire when you're living in a spiritual complex of what hell is, because you're not living in your spirit's purpose. So when you feel that burning sensation in your body, like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in hell, bruh. Bruh, we probably already in hell. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck everything. You're not in hell. You just haven't found out what your heaven looks like yet, because you haven't accessed more of your spirit. You're still basing your life based on fleshly desires. And fleshly desires are not going to get you higher. Fleshly desires are not going to get you inspired. You can make a quick song about rap, like, these niggas in the cut, yeah, I'm in her guts, yeah, fucking her in her butt, yeah, she my little slut, yeah, I'm about to nut, That's cool. Till it's your daughter on the other side of that song. Then you realize your fleshly desires that got you rich really quick were disgusting. Then you start wanting to make songs like, can we get much higher? So high. Oh, oh. Can we get much higher? So high. Oh, oh. You'll start wanting to get higher. You see, me being under so much spell work and so much spiritual attack in this house, it's like, my one gift was always to just flip the fucking table. I'm gonna always flip the table. I don't care how long you thought you had me underneath the table. I'm gonna sit under this motherfucker, but I'm gonna flip this motherfucker though, because I'm gonna get higher, because I'm in alignment with my spirit. I don't really care about these fleshly desires. I'm not here to get 1,000,000 racks to show that I got 1,000,000 racks. If I get 1,000,000 racks, the first thing I'm doing is buying land and taking my whole family and dipping the fuck out of the, like, I don't see y'all no more. Because the people who are the richest people in the world, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Kennedys, and all the other 7 families that run the whole entire matrix, who are also Jewish, which is why, again, Montgomery County is not heavily controlled and patrolled by these towers that shoot out frequencies that distort and destroy your body. When you have that has nanobots in it, that they publicly said all over the whole entire universe, they literally had to release that information to us. It's the truth. They've said it. So when you realize that they don't even show their faces, yet they're the richest people, and they call the shots because they have all the energy, because all their corporations feed into them, which means when you work for a corporation, you work for one of them, one of those families. You're owned by one of those families, essentially. You become a miniature slave for one of these families. You realize, oh, the goal was to just get away. It wasn't to be a super slave. The goal wasn't to become a mondo slave. The goal wasn't to become a rich slave. The goal was to stop the slavery altogether that started when we got departed from our spirituality and our normal, or rather our, what's the word I'm looking for? Origins, which is what the wands deal with when it comes to the tarot deck. And the wands is also what? Fire. Which is so funny that me and my family would all be fire signs, right? Wands, fire, origin, spirit. It says it right in the deck, and this is the African American tarot deck. I can't make this up. I'm not like just pulling shit out of my ass. This is stuff that's literally in black and white ink for anyone to access if they want the knowledge. Right? But continuously, they rather sit here and put you in these weird ass demonic chairs and torture devices behind the scenes and then run around and act like they're the star of the show. I'm gonna put you in this machine that goes like this and stabs you in your heart chakra and keeps you low. You can't get higher than me. I'm already higher than you if you're trying to pull me down, dumbass. I'm already above you if you got to use magic to fuck me up, stupid. I'm already above you if you got to use my energy to feel healthy every day, fucktard. The divine chosen star seeds, 144,000 of the children, we're getting sick and tired of this shit. It's like, how you think you gonna get off selling me for your freedom? You already sold your ass. You not free yet? So obviously that shit don't work, right? Because again, the goal was to get 100 million and get your family off the map so that no one's looking to access your family's assets. There's a reason why they call them assets. There's a reason why they say, oh, you out here selling ass sets. Because ain't no person out here that's rich, they got money, got boundaries. You had to sell something to get that money. So when these people want to go around and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to allow people to do these nasty things to me, but I want you involved too. I'd be quick to do some, look, I'm cutting get your womb off my womb. I don't accept energy like that. If you want to be the neighborhood spiritual super duper super mondo huge pussycat and let everybody come up in your womb and fuck you dry, that's cool. Don't include me in your womb. I will sit here and go right around my womb and cut around it. I don't want your womb attached to me. Ma'am. Get that shit up out of here. But I'm going to go ahead and break some down to y'all. I ain't going to tell y'all all the secrets. But I know a way to access people's Akash and see what's really on their mind. I can mind read. So when I decided on Christmas Eve to just go, I'm like, look, let me just figure out what's really going on in these people's brains. Because I accidentally did it one time to a guy I was talking to. And I heard him say wife. I'm like, wife? Are you saying that you have one or that you want me to be your wife? Hold on, y'all, because they trying to build a whole entire legacy on top of my head. I'm just like, ain't got shit to do with me. Drop that shit. Quickly. I'm not carrying everybody's burdens. So, the mind. Think about your brain or your head like it's a box. You put a bubble right here, and then the line goes straight through to the back of the head, to the nape. It's funny because I remember all these terms from when I was doing hair too, right? Then you take one from the back of the head or the crown, or hit a crown, and you take it through the front right here, and you bring it down here. Then you take another one and you crisscross that, and you take it from here and you bring it down through the jaw right here. Right? Then you take another one through the back right here and bring it down through the jaw right here. Then you go to the front right here, the occipital bone, and bring it to back here. Same on the other side. Then you go straight across, straight back. Then you go straight up and down. And you take that all the way down to the bottom. Then you focus on the person's pineal gland. And out of nowhere, I started hearing what everybody was thinking. I was like, oh shit. So this is what your secret is. This is what your intentions are. I seen people was linked up with the Illuminati. They was working with certain people to fuck with other people, siphon their energy to give it to certain individuals directly. I done heard somebody say, I done made my sacrifices already, and you know who they are. I done seen somebody who either was getting raped in the ass or was doing the ass raping. It was so disturbing to see it that I just had to go ahead and flip the page real quick because I was like, I can't believe I just fucking saw that shit. So for me, being this spiritually gifted, how do you release the trauma? Because once you become so gifted and you see who people really are at their core, it's like y'all can't hide from me no more. Y'all can sit here and like play in my energy if you want to, but you can't hide from me because like I know your intentions. You could lie in my face all day and smile and ooh no, I just want to sell you out to the system. Luckily, when I looked through my son's head, his just said water. So basically, he's gonna take the form of whatever cup he's put in. That's why I try to keep him in my cup so that he's fortified with the good word, with the good knowledge, with his spiritual gifts being intact. I don't want him around people whose intentions are to be tied into the Illuminati and siphoning my energy for specific people whose names I'm not going to list because I can't believe I saw them running around my brother's brain. I'm not going to allow him to be around somebody who I know is running around the house purposely penetrating the assholes of minors. I'm not going to allow him to be around someone who said, I made my sacrifices and was like, and what? What you going to do about it? And then the people who they done sacrificed sitting there looking at me like, oh, you're the problem. You were sacrificed, you idiot. Or maybe you knew you were sacrificed and you knew this was all going to happen, but you still pulled me into your bullshit. Because now you want to sacrifice me to get your life back. And it's like, nah, you're not about to sacrifice me. I don't die. I've already sacrificed myself to make sure my son stays well until it's time for him to make his ultimate decision. I gave up my life to support my son. Is that clear? Because that's what real parents do. You know what? It ain't even about me becoming a multimillionaire, being a rapper or whatever. Look, it's about me being a parent. I will release my own music. Okay. And if somebody hear, hey, glory be to God. Because it's real shit. But people get so hell-bent on being hell-bent that they forget that there's no such thing as secrets in this society anymore. I can look inside your mind and know your intentions and know that you ain't no good. Well, what are you going to do about it? Get the fuck away from you and take my child and make sure you never have access to them again. You can't do that to me. I filed paperwork against you. It didn't go through either, did it? No, it didn't. That's why I'm still free. You see, people try to use fear tactics like, I'm going to make you feel afraid of me. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not even afraid of the police. I'm not afraid of God. I'm not afraid of God because God came to me already. And I talked to God. And God was like, and I was like, and we was just looking at each other like, he's like, so you ready to come home right now? I'm like, I think I want to stay a little bit longer. I think I'll do some more work. He said, you sure you could just come home now? I think I'll stay a little bit longer. I kind of just want to make sure I could try to like convince my son to come home with us, just one more time. He's a Gemini. He's split right in between the two. That's why he stays in the middle level of the house because he don't want to be on my side or their side. He tries to be in the middle because he's a Gemini. That's what his job is. Even my job. That's why I have a rising Gemini sign, as well as a water sign, fire sign cusp in my charts, you know? So he just wants to stay in the middle. But I'm like, I'm gonna stay back. I'm gonna just go ahead and just try to convince him to come home with us. He's like, okay, but I'm just let you know, what? Don't even worry about it. You'll figure it out. I was like, okay. So I'm not afraid of none of this shit. I know, look, just like the dude who got the death sentence when he was in the prison. What was his name? I forgot his name. The guy who got sentenced to prison to death, who was innocent, and everybody tried to petition to get him out. Crazy thing, when that happened, I was working on my spiritual gifts and I channeled his spirit and it came to me. So I'm like a whole, I'm a complete, I'm a complete spiritual blessing. Yet people try to utilize me as a pawn in their game of getting governmental wealth. And it's like, baby, the government not going to last forever. Neither are you, but our souls do. And you're not making a good report. God looking like, God damn, they still doing bad shit to you? Jesus Christ. The list that they gonna have to go ahead and read down when they finally come to my gates. And when I finally drop that lever and send their asses down to the fiery pits of hell, they gonna be so sad. They still fucking with you. I was like, God, yeah. They're like, oh, I'm like, God, they're not gonna change. They got the nanobot in them now. They don't know how to think for themselves. They controlled by somebody else. They letting something else tell them what to do, how to treat people. They have no control over their minds. Because if I had control over my mind, there's no way in hell I would, one, think it's okay to sexually assault anybody, first off. Two, I would think that I had the right to root somebody to do what I wanted them to do when I'm not God. Or three, that I would think about sacrificing somebody and then be laughing at somebody else in pain, knowing that I'm the reason that they probably in pain. But then turn around the next day and be, hey, let me in your energy. I'm sick out here. You goddamn motherfucking right, your ass is sick outside. You need to stay your ass outside. Feel how it feels. Because you keep trying to do that to other people, but you don't realize I don't get sick when you kick me out. I be good. Because I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. But people are like, well, come on, join my team. I don't want to be on your team, bruh. Your team is some bullshit. Your team is like fucking demonic. If you are willing to put your dick in a boy's ass spiritually, if you're willing to do root work on children that aren't yours, that you don't even have custody of, just because you can hear their voices, because you don't want them to make noises, if you feel like you have the right to overstep someone else's rights that are not your minor children, there's something wrong with the way that you're thinking. Someone else is controlling your brain. How do you release that trauma? I don't know what they need to do. I know what I did. I started driving the school bus. I'm seeing that they siphoning the children from the special needs kids. I'm like, hold on. The kids are sitting there getting on the bus, grabbing their hearts because they very emotionally intelligent as well. When you're quote unquote special needs, excuse me, hold on. Someone's trying to stab me in my brain, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay. So when you're quote unquote special needs, you tend to not be able to communicate how other people are communicating. So you're not shaking your ass. You're not, being in the mix like everybody else. So you're more in tune with your spirit at a younger age, right? You're more in tune with your body. So you feel energy more deeply, especially because you're not distracted by the other things or the things that other people are distracted by. So you're able to sense things a little bit deeper. So this is why I felt like I became a school bus driver for the special needs children in Montgomery County. And I will speak out about it, whether they like it or not. These special needs children were being taken advantage of, being harmed. Cause see, the other kids, cause they so rowdy when they get on the bus, they don't play that shit. They be like, man, yeah, fuck you, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah, this nigga over here thinking he ain't my motherfucking daddy. They on the back of the bus walking, talking big shit. Big shit. Because they kids and they know who they are. They don't play that shit. You're not about to sit here and spiritually attack me and my friends. Like, nigga, you that's your job. That's what you got going on over there. Like, you got to live in your misery and your decision that you made for the rest of your life. We are fucking kids. We already got to go through being at school all day with all you busted ass teachers telling us what to do. We on our way home and you sitting here still trying to get some shit up out of us. The kids is knowing what the fuck going on. They can feel it too. So on those school buses, you need two people, but usually you just get one person and that person just is just a soldier. You know, they just got to figure it out. They got to know how to hit that nigga in the third eye before they even get on the bus. They got to know how to grab every single pineal gland. But really, that's not what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is just fucking be nice, you dumb bitch. Hey, how you doing today? I'm good. How are you? How was school today? School's all right. What's up with you? Oh, I like your shoes. Oh, all right, yeah, that's all right. And they'll team up with you and help you get through the day. They'll be like, oh, I like your vibe. Your vibe cool. You know, I'm still here with you, bus driver, all day. I'm with you. I'm on your team. We here. I fuck with you and the way you think. You all right with me. They come back on the bus. Hi, Miss Roberts. How was your day today? I was good. How was your day today? It was good. You know, they weren't fucking with me today. I had a good day today. Right? Because kids not stupid. Kids not slow. Hold on, because they really all up in my root chakra and it's really throwing me off. Hold on, y'all. Oh, God. You just gonna stab me in my root chakra all day? Like, go ahead somewhere. Anyway. Oh, finally, now that we've not been drained to death, we finally got someone coming on the live. See? That's how energy works. They be trying to siphon all your energy and take it for them and taking away your blessings and your exposures to people who you're supposed to be reaching. People selfish. Anyway. So, boom. I'm riding the special, or rather, I'm driving the special needs bus. And the thing about special needs buses, they always have two people because they like, you don't know how to handle these kids. So yeah, I'm gonna just be on the bus with you. You get on the bus, and like that. I first off feel the lady connecting me, and it's always an old ass motherfucker. First off, because they got a contract where we're gonna allow you to get your fix as long as you keep these kids in line. The parents already don't like them because they hyperactive anyway, so they give us the authority to pretty much drain their children. So I'm sitting there on the bus driving. And I'm looking in the window. I had to go ahead and protect my son's root chakra because look now they want to run the water and shit. It's like it's always the water start running as soon as run it down the drain. I want to drain her energy down the water. That water magic don't work on me, dummy. Try again. Now. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm looking out the mirror and I'm seeing the kids, they like grabbing their chest the same way my chest is hurt. I'm like, I know I wasn't the only one feeling like this. This bitch got my whole chest feeling like it's on gridlock. What the fuck going on in this motherfucker here? So one day I decided, I'm like, fuck her. I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to stand on top of somebody else one day. So I'm like, all right. What I gotta do is, I'm gonna get on IG, tell them this a little bit. What I gotta do is, whatever I had to do. At the time, I forgot what I was doing at the time because every single year something new pops into my mind. Like I didn't really know about the Kabbalion system like I do now. But yeah. Excuse me. So I'm sitting there, I took control of the bus and I'm saying hi to the kids. Hey y'all, hi. And they're having fun. I'm like, y'all should just make some music. Like y'all should have some fun, on the bus. Like Y'all ever thought about being in a band? And I'm saying I'm telepathically speaking to these kids. Next thing you know, I hear somebody go, uh, 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 Next kid go, he had a race car or something. He's like, then I hear another one, ooh, ooh, ooh. So you hear, like they turned into a whole band. I can't even make this up. Now, have you mind while that all happened? I started singing country. I'm like, hold on, this probably my like whole like, and I started singing like rock band blues kind of music. The next thing you know, I'm like, I should probably go somewhere with this because this sounds good on me. Lo and behold, Beyonce ass become a fucking country speaker, a singer out of nowhere. But hey, whatever. I'm not gonna say what I need to say because if I say that, they gonna whole Illuminati gonna try to come down and swarm my ass. Fuck, they tried to do it already. I don't give a fuck. Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess bullshit. Hey, ain't nobody corny. That shit real. The motherfuckers be in there. It's ancient Egyptian knowledge. You know, you get access to the all-seeing eye, so you know everybody's secrets. But it's just for me, like, so what y'all thought y'all was going to like siphon my energy for the day and like, like, nah, that's my energy. Get the fuck out of my heart chakra. Y'all got me fucked up. The fuck. So we're singing country blues, country music on the bus, special needs children, and they're having a good time. And it was a vibe. You know, everybody was vibing. Me and my friends, we was vibing. The lady at the end of the day, she's like, you need to learn how to wait your turn. I looked at her, I was like, what the fuck wrong with this bitch? I just laughed. I'm like, I need to wait my turn. What is this bitch talking about? I'm the bus driver. The kids is having fun. You make everything fucking miserable on this bitch. You're old ass. You drain everybody. And if everybody ain't laughing at your ass and your jokes, then it's a fucking problem. You miserable bitch. She couldn't handle me. They thought she was gonna be the one to set my ass down. They gave me to the ancient witch, the all-time grandmammy, sit that ass down, whammy hammy witch. It didn't work. Because the way that my spirit set up, even if somebody is standing on top of me, right? I know how to get around it. Because there's no such thing as a ceiling. If I'm a spirit and we all out here in spiritual space, then you don't have a ceiling over me. You just want to put a thing over top of my third eye on top of my head so that I can't notice that you literally sucking the fucking life out of my jugular over here. It's like, pay attention to the pain right here so you don't feel the pain right here. That's all it is. Spirituality. Hey, bro. Oh, you don't get the concept? It's like, you think I'm going to hit you here, but really I'm going to hit you here. You think I'm going to hit you here, but I'm going to hit you here. You think I'm going to hit you here, but I'm really going to hit you here. That's the concept of spirituality and the Kabbalion system and everything else. It's like, oh, you thought I was going to hit you here? No, I'm going to hit you here. Oh, you thought I was going to hit you here? No, I'm going to hit you here. Next thing you know, I'm free again. I don't feel all your horrible ass weight on my body. Because, ew. Now, don't get me wrong. We're all connected. So how do we release the trauma? The goal is to have these conversations out loud so that everyone doesn't feel like they're tripping, one. And two, people actually acting on getting free. Like, if you want to be trapped in the system, that's beautiful. I respect you for putting that sacrifice in, putting that time in, for time served. Salute to all the troops who gave up their literally their livelihood, their ability to do whatever the fuck they want to do, to be a product of the USA. More power to you. But some people don't want to do that. Some people really do want to eventually get the fuck out of this country and go live in another country. Some people really do want to get the fuck away from your ass. Y'all don't realize it until you get real spiritual. But if you go to the airport with your spiritual eyes open, that motherfucker stink. It smell like dead people in there. When your spiritual eyes really open up and you really wake all the way up and you get back into your whole entire actual body and you start smelling people, they stink. When you start kicking spirits out of your body and you smell their spirit come around, like it was a few tarot card readers. I used to love listening to them. I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, yeah, you're not a real one yet. Okay. That's beautiful that you think that. That's nice. However, I didn't ask your opinion on my spirituality level. I'm not funky dead yet. So I guess I'm not as spiritually strong as you because I'm not all the way in my spirit because I ain't damn near dead. So I can't just leave my body and just turn into a fucking black cloud and just sit around somebody's head all day and just get on their fucking nerves. I'm sorry. I still like being partially alive. I like having spiritual gifts but still being alive. Before them ninjas that's on their way out, damn near like all the way out, they start smelling funky as shit. Now, I take that back because my great-grandparents don't stink that bad. They don't smell like rotten flesh when I go to their house. They actually smell good. They might smell like pee, but they don't smell like rotten flesh and shit. Like I go in their house and it doesn't smell like dead people. You want to know why? Because the funk that's on people's spirits usually comes from their intentions. Let me explain. My mother went down to New Orleans. No, I went down to New Orleans. And when I got off the plane, it smelled like dead people everywhere in that bitch. I said, oh, absolutely the fuck not. I already was like, it smelled like hot doo-doo. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I was already suspicious. Beyond suspicious. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see me twirling and stuff. I'm like literally having spiritual fights with all the people in the house right now. As I'm burping, I'm getting their energies out of my body. So I'm like, hell no. So then we go into the hotel. My mom like, yeah, I love this hotel. I look at it. This shit look like that shit off American Horror Story. I said, oh, hell no. It's cracked concrete. Like, it's cool. It's cute. But then the part that really tripped me out was when I went down to get some food because we just got off the plane in like the little snack area. And the fucking food was all expired. So I'm like, hold on now. Is that a part of the decorations? Like, why is the food rotten? We didn't even notice that. And the person was stuck just like that when I finished talking to them. I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back upstairs. We went to an event for my sister, her graduation, all that. It smelled like dead people outside there too. It smelled like dead shit. It smelled like dead people everywhere. It was fucking Louisiana fucking stinks. All right, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It stinks. They thought it's because of Hurricane Katrina. Probably is, but it smells like fucking dead people out there. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. So if anybody wants to stay out there, look, more power to you. It's cool out there. The motherfucker, it fucking stink. You hear me? Stink like shit. Now, if you're from Louisiana, I'm sorry. Rest in peace to everybody that passed away in Hurricane Katrina, but we're in the spiritual realm now, and we got to understand when people's intentions reek from their body. So, to make matters even worse, there was this situation where I started, like, we were walking down the boardwalk or whatever, Bourbon Street, and I realized I had seen it in the dream already. It was like, how Six Flags, you got Halloween, and like the creeps come out at night. The freaks come out at night. I kept dreaming that was going to happen, but I was going to be with my sister when it happened. And then when I started thinking about it, that I was in that location, like, and it was little kids outside at 1 o'clock in the morning playing drums. So I'm looking like, hold on. Hold the fuck up. No, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Then I start seeing people look at me like, oh shit, she know. And I start feeling like this feeling like something was pulling out of my stomach, but like also pulling in. And then my brother kind of like separated away from me, and it was like, yeah, it's her. Like basically trying to get everybody to attack me for siphoning their energy when the whole time it was them niggas doing the shit. So then everybody on Bourbon Street start hopping on my motherfucking dick because first off, I didn't know nothing about protecting my womb. Nobody was trying to protect my womb. It was pretty much like, here's a human sacrifice. Whoever wants to eat her, have her. So then I go back into the fucking hotel room and I'm going in. I'm like, I feel like my whole body is like, and I feel this pain in my pinky. And it feels like my hand is like burning. I can see with my third eye. I'm like, oh my God, if I let go of them and I get into my peaceful space, they gonna all be laughing. And then they just turned into dust. And I was like, what the fuck? Oh shit. Ugh. I can't make this shit up. This is literally what happened. They was all laughing. They turned into bones and dust in my third eye. The more I was letting go, but my pinky just kept aching. It was like, don't let go, don't let go. I'm like, my pinky was hurting so bad. It was like the only thing that was holding on to the reality of them. I can't make this shit up. Hold on, because my stepdad is really just being disgusting right now. Hold on, y'all. Like egregiously disgusting. It's so many people doing sex magic on me right now. Somebody trying to put their phallus in my ass. Like it just feels like I'm being violated from so many different angles right now. So please excuse me if you see me dancing over here trying to avoid these disgusting spiritual attacks. If you got your third eye open, you know what the fuck going on. So I appreciate all the angels and ancestors that come around me at this time, all the light workers that are coming to protect me at this time, to keep my private parts and my organs intact as they attempt to try to sacrifice me to everybody in the neighborhood again. Because that's all it's been. It's like, here's our offering. Here, take her energy, take her. Just don't take us. You can get your ass in that motherfucking dirt. You ain't gonna keep sacrificing me. Shit. Now, fast forward. I go to the hotel. My whole body's shaking. It's like I feel like I'm getting like shot up. Like, and again, I don't know nothing about spiritual attacks at the time. Now that I look back on it, probably was my little brother doing that shit to me. Solar plexus was just like, my whole body was shaking. I couldn't figure out. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like, she's having an anxiety attack. No, niggas be doing that shit to people who have mastered their spirit and they use demonic spirits and they know how to speed up their frequency while they're in your body with their penis. They know how to stick their penis in you in the spirit realm and vibrate that motherfucker so fast that it make you feel like you can't breathe. Some people use their golden wands to make people's lives better. Some people use their golden wands to make people's lives a living hell. Demon time or angel time. Okay? So, again, I took it upon me to go back to the hotel to go be with my son. I'm like, I want to be with my baby. I don't know nothing about that. And I'm like, feeling all this in my guts. But finally, I get it back together. My mom finally comes back in and she starts feeling what I'm feeling. I'm like, yeah, so what the fuck going on? Then I have to realize all the boys are in a hotel room together. Me and my mom are grouped together with my son. I look back on it, maybe they were all together laughing about what they were doing to us. Right? Probably. 9 times out of 10. Because I know that spiritual attack. Because every time I get around my particular sibling, it's always the same feeling that I got that day when I was down in Louisiana. So I know it's him. He even did it to me in this house. He said, I don't respect you, and did that shit to me right in front of my son. So I know it's him. I know it's him. The other brother be attacking everybody's solar plexuses. He got like little fucking cords and fucking vines that come out of his solar plexus that hook into everybody else's solar plexus, and he just suck and suck and suck. It's like a fucking nasty parasite. I can see this shit with my third eye. I just be like looking at people like, nigga, I know who the fuck you are. You fucking disgusting roach. Ew. Back away. Back up. So look now you're trying to sit here and put his dingling in my ass again because I didn't talk shit to him. Yeah, I'm disgusting. That's y'all see that shit with your third eye, right? These niggas is trifling. Niggas is trifling. Anyway, let me go protect my son's butt real quick. Hold on. Because these niggas is disgusting. This shit is disgusting. Like, and people keep asking, well, how do you release that trauma? You hear me telling you what's going on and then making something happen in the spirit realm and then releasing this shit in real life. So you know I'm not lying about this shit. Can't nobody tell nobody that I'm psychotic or I need to go to see a psychiatrist. 11:11 on the clock timer as this just rolls out. Look, they trying to mix up my words right now. They touching my butthole in the spirit realm again. It's just like, what are you doing? They'll even go as far as to doing this to people who actually want to help protect me. Like, I'm like, hold on, let me think about the person, my partner, my friends. They got something up their tail. I'm like, hold on, let me go ahead and block their butts up. Return the sender spell. Oh, so y'all in his ass too. Y'all just nasty. But again, that's what I already saw in his Akashic record, that his job is literally to go and stick his tether cords in everybody's anuses and just siphon and let people just take it out of his butt. That's his job. That's what he wants to do. He has no self-respect anymore. How do you release this trauma? I don't know. Tell him that he actually is somebody that's worth not getting ass fucked all the time and like worth not using his spiritual gifts for that. Like, you can be spiritually, but again, like I said, when I detach his spirit from me, I start to feel like my skin is on fire. Like, he makes me feel dry. Like, something about that spirit is dried up. I'm not dry. I feel fine. But when I allow his energy in my energy, he just sucks the life out of everything. So he's a parasite. He's a succubus. He's an incubus. Now it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do it to you the other way. I'm going to touch your private parts instead. You ain't going to be able to feel that. No, I can feel that too. That's disgusting. Stop doing it. You're not my husband. Why are you touching me like that? If you're my family, why are you putting your sexual body parts on me? If you weren't a part of the nurturing of my upbringing, why are you touching me like that? You're a fucking pervert and you need help. Maybe because you were sexually traumatized as a child, you haven't seen a therapist yet, so you don't understand that that shit is bad. So you let people do it to you because you let them think, like, in your brain, you think you have to give up energy like that in order to be seen. And it's like, that's not true. You just have to step into your North Node, your higher self. Most people can't do that. They're too afraid to really just stand on top of their own head and stand with like some authority and be like, I don't deserve being treated like this. Because it's not about how much money you have. It's about you're a human being that has a life, a story, abilities that you can use to help heal people. But they rather use their abilities to kill and steal and destroy. And a demon is going to always be a demon. So how do you release the trauma from a demon? What I usually do is just go to work and just block their energy out while I'm at work, and I be feeling good. And they be always, they wait till I go to sleep to try to get it back out of me. Then I wake up in the middle of the night about 4 o'clock in the morning, like, what the fuck y'all niggas out here doing? My son trying to stay up all through the middle of the night because he's scared to go to sleep because he don't like how I feel. But they think that they're going to tell the government system that they're the better fit as parents for my child. they going to custodially watch over my child. My kid is afraid to go to sleep in your house. He stays up till 4 or 5 in the morning till I wake back up. Because he's afraid to go to sleep at night if nobody who cares about him is watching over his body. With good reason. Because you nasty motherfuckers, you. And then the shit you let people do to you while you sitting here in his body. So you let people fuck you in the ass. But you attached to him. So basically you letting him get fucked in the ass on your behalf. That's not good parenting. Good parenting is like, I got boundaries. We got boundaries. I don't care about none of that. Boundary. Move. Nigga, get out. I'm protecting my womb. You missed a lot, Wendell, but hey, go ahead and tap in when you're ready. So I just don't understand, because a lot of my friends, we share love and light from the top of the head. We like up here like, hey, how you feeling? How's the air up here? Oh, it's delightful, actually. I feel like I can stretch. I don't have any pains in my back. Like, it's really good up here in the higher realms where we don't do that to each other. Actually, the way that you have sex in the higher realms is through your third eye. That's what most people don't even realize. Spiritual love doesn't even come from your private parts. It comes from your forehead. But most people, they wouldn't believe that. When you want to have a real relationship with somebody, when you get higher ranking in your spirituality, it all comes through the forehead. You literally, like, that person puts their forehead blocking your forehead, and then you like vibe through the forehead, and then it sends the orgasmic spirituality through your body that literally heals you. The proper way to spiritually heal yourself. See, they don't understand it because they're still stuck in their south node. So they think that when somebody's using their third eye, they think, oh, you're trying to hurt us. No, we're just understanding of how we're supposed to operate our bodies because we moved on to the higher consciousness of what life is. You don't have to use your private parts anymore unless you're trying to reproduce, because that's what they're for. To reproduce. You're not reproducing with children. You're not reproducing with your sister, with your father, with your wife. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you shouldn't be using those to communicate with other people. You use your third eye to have spiritual relationships that are in depth with people. Right? But they don't understand that. They're still in this low level of consciousness where they just think, oh, I'm spiritual, my back hurting, so come on, let me stick my pee in you and hump you a little bit so I can feel better. No, oh, I'm spiritual and I'm older than you and I'm a man, so bend over, boy. You owe me for the day. I'm tired now. Bend over. What the fuck? We're not slaves, and this is not butt breaking, and my name is not Kunta Kinte. Okay, like, people need to learn how to stand on business. You have a relationship with somebody, when you really get there, you get on that high level frequency with somebody, your third eyes touch. That's way better than be trying to, oh, let me rub my cooch on your phallus and my yoni, and come on, stick me in my sacral chakra and stab up my sacral chakra. Like, bro, y'all are imbalanced as fuck. And y'all don't want to hear it from someone who's actually mastered being balanced, because it's like, y'all just don't understand. And it's not for you to understand if you don't want to understand, but don't sit here and block people who have higher knowledge than you from being the motivational speakers that need to contact and communicate with the other people out here so we all can grow. Because you too can learn how to unblock your third eye and get into that kind of relationship with somebody. But you're supposed to do it with your soulmate, not with your sister, not with your brother, not with your mother, not with your stepdad, not with your stepbrother. The goal is to have your heart open to somebody else's, because you're supposed to be connecting at the heart. If the heart hurts, then you need to heal the heart. Why does the heart hurt? What is the trauma that is locked in there? Because you can't get to the higher realms of yourself until you get through the heart. That's what the whole entire, did we forget about Ma'at? The Lionsgate portal that opened up when it was 888, Lionsgate Day. I was on here talking about celebrities, and that's when Young Miami wasn't allowed to release her music because they told her, your crowd has matured in we need you to produce music that's not so ratchet, pretty much. So they didn't allow her to release her music. And I was like, look at what we're doing, y'all. We really raising the vibration to the whole entire world. We getting artists held accountable for their bullshit music. No disrespect to Young Miami, but we do know that she was also asked to produce a lot of that music. But I still haven't heard her make a song dedicated to her daughter yet. We was actually, vibrating at one point. Hey, Young Miami. Hey. Oh, she hear me. When you gonna make that song dedicated to your daughter? And you too, Cardi. I didn't forget about you. Cardi B came to me in a dream not too long ago. She said, girl, you can join my entourage. I said, okay, cool, but I ain't got no shoes. So, girl, it's okay. We could get some shoes. That's all right. It was in a dream. But anywho, I don't know about that yet. Cause I'm like, I need to see what y'all's morals and what y'all like, cause I'm making different music. Anywho, so Lionsgate portal, in order to get through the heart, because the body is a figure 8 spiritually. When you understand that, you go through the heart, go up around your crown and come back down, channel it back through your heart, down through your root chakra to your feet, come back around the heart, and that's how you keep your energy in your bubble. You become a figure 8, and then you turn that figure 8 sideways. Then you turn it diagonal and diagonal. Then you turn it in front of you. Then you turn it behind you. Then you do one for each chakra that comes out of you. Each chakra comes out of you like a figure 8. If you look at yourself from an aerial, it's like a whole entire stack of 7 figure 8s in your body. Then you got your other levels of consciousness outside of you, your aura, which is like 12 different layers, which if you think about the Kabbalion system, if you take it from the point where the one is, and you take that and you move it around like a protractor, like a full circle, that's how you get your aura. So whoever stays at whichever level on the Kabbalion system, that's what level they're at in the building. So my brother, he's always at level 10. So I guess he feels like he's the highest out of everybody because he's the most offensive when nobody's able to get out of his energy. But it's like, boy, if you don't get out the way, you're making me sick. Go on now. I need somebody else to be my number 10 that's a little bit more healthy, that knows how to be nice to people. Because see, when you're nice to people and you know how to appropriately communicate with people, not through sex, not through lust, but through third eye understanding, higher consciousness, higher vibrations, you attract those kind of energies into your aura. More people want to stay inside of your aura and stay in your house and stay with you. And it doesn't feel stressful to have them in there. It feels good to share your space with these people because everybody's vibrating at a certain frequency. And it's like, it just feels like a pulse of like love. It's like, yeesh, 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 yeesh. And it just feels so good. It's be like, oh my God, it just feels so good. And it's not sexual. It's all spiritual. Yes, ma'am, you're dropping gems as always. May 2025 be the year of positive vibes, positive energy, etc. I just wish individuals needed to understand this more. People need to understand what you said. We have healthy relationships with our third eyes. Right. Like, I don't use my third eye to beam nobody in the forehead. Like, I used to just because I didn't understand how to work it. So I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to like, that's shooting the gun, right? But you don't have to shoot it. You have to just stand in it. Like, oh, that's just my energy flowing through my body. That's who I am. Now I understand. Okay, so let me go ahead and get through my sacrum and clean my sacrum out. Hey, Mom. Hey, baby. What's up? You never say hi. You want me to clean you off? You got a little something extra on you. Let me clean you out real quick. 1, 2, 3. You had a little extra residue in there. Get one of your jackets on the back of the door. Give me that butt. That's the tail, not the butt. I know. It's connected to a spine. I know. Oh, what's this guy? Trying to make sure he stays alive. He feel all that stabbing I'm getting from everybody. He was outside earlier, wasn't he? Yeah, I got him inside. At what time? I don't know, like 5. In the morning? Yeah. Dang, at 6, I heard him outside. There was a fox like literally right in front of me. I don't know about that. I could have sworn I had him in here because I was already on here by 5. And I had brought him in here before I got on. Well, I heard a fox out here at 6. And then I went on the balcony and I heard Ace meowing.
Jimmy, come here. Oh, he a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Whew. Get your jacket off the back of the door. You have several hoodies like right there. You have one that you didn't even wear yet. You got a tag on it still.
Well, you won't believe it.
What?
At 1 o'clock yesterday. I mean, yeah, 1 o'clock yesterday. No, at 9 o'clock yesterday, I fell asleep, but I was using my hoodie as a blanket, and my arms were like this the whole entire time I was asleep, and I didn't wake up till 6 because I stayed up all night. And
you ain't gotta convince me why you be sleep, Marcel. I see everything.
My muscles hurt because they were like flexing the whole time I was asleep.
Baby, that ain't why your muscles hurt, but okay. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you or let nobody else try to convince you of anything else in your brain. I'm gonna tell you the truth, no matter how ugly it is, because you need to know you're getting grown. These are the years where you need to know how to not get taken advantage of by anybody, family or not. So, back to the consensus. So, with your third eye, when you have a good energy connection with your third eye, right? Because I literally had to just kick 2 people out of my body. I'm like, okay, hold on. And look, he couldn't even speak. You heard him when he first came down. He was like, because it was too much weighing down on him. So I had to move his father's energy out, twist his Kabbalion up out of here. I'm like, okay, all that jail energy, carry your own burdens or connect to somebody else that can manage it right now. Because your son is not your, okay? Get it all out, queen. Yep. Thank you, Orchidon. But men be like, I love that men want to have connections with their kids even when they're incarcerated. But it's like, you need to move out of his system right now because you're going through something that's going to bring his mental psyche down to a level that he doesn't need to be at. Right? So then on top of that, I start hearing, stop. So I'm like, hold on, let me see. I cut that off. I'm like, oh, next thing you know, he was able to speak better. Y'all heard it. He was able to speak more freely because there's energies that people don't realize that they're carrying, that they're projecting onto other people that don't deserve what they're projecting onto them. I'm a light worker. I'm here to bring you the light so you can see it and get in it. Get out of the dark. Stop hiding behind those shields and those masks and those illusions and come out, motherfuckers. It's time. Come out of her. Come out of the womb of Babylon. Or else get your ass burnt the fuck up with Babylon, because I ain't going down, okay? When they come through and burn this motherfucker up, I know my soul finna go up to the top. Wipe away your inhibitions. Up to the top and strut your stuff, okay? And strut your stuff. Look, what I've learned in my body is when I feel pain at a certain point, just direct the singing there and it helps you hit the note better. I learned that from Money Long. That was something we was doing on the internet. Because you see, when I be on the internet, right? I don't know if y'all noticed this. The artist will sing, but they'll start singing and they'll have like a shitty voice at first. Like it feels like they like, right? But then as soon as I allow them in my sacral energy and we start resonating, all of a sudden they, woo, 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 they start hitting that shit, right? But then as soon as I turn my ass around and block them back out, then they notes start cracking a little bit again. And I don't know if y'all have noticed that or if y'all tried it, but maybe it's just me because I'm just who I am. Her, she, really. They try to put me down, but I'm not really, a person that needs to get put down. I'm just saying, I can't make it up. No false accusations here. So for me, I've learned that when you sing, you direct your singing at the pain point in your body. Now, here we are. I'm still in this house. Oh my God, look, just from being in you see it come, it's coming back. Look. Y'all already know who that is. Who fucking with my mom? I'm Big Dick Larry Harry around here. I run everything. You don't run shit. You run your fucking mouth. I got a better credit score. Okay. Is that shit going to save you from the fire when we die? That's all I be giving a fuck. Like, at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want to about me on this 3D plane. When we die, I know where I reside. Okay? So that's all I give a fuck about. All right? I don't give a fuck what you have to say about me as a parent, as a sister, mother, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because when I die, I know where the fuck I'm going. You look so aged now. It's because I'm around your draining ass son. Maybe you don't realize it, but my eyeball looks like this when he's in my aura. That's why I'm like, hold on, let me get that motherfucker out of here. Let me cut that shit out of here. That shit out of here. And boom, my eyeballs back to normal off some real live Lucy shit. Y'all be thinking this shit is just all rah, she's just saying some weird shit that don't make sense. No, this shit is real. People's spirits and their energy in your body make you look better or sicker. That's why you have to be around healthy people. Look at my eyeball. Now y'all know damn well my eye didn't look like this at all. His ass probably just woke up. Y'all know this whole time we've been on this live, my eyeball ain't look like this. That nigga just woke up. I feel it on the top of my brain, matter of fact. Nigga trying to get in the 12. I live here. This is my... I could kick you out of my building. You know, this is my body. That is my son. And if I clearly see your energy is not healthy for him, as a correct, upright, standing parent, I have to remove your seat from the table because you eating more than you ready to put in. If you could argue with me about $500 that's here to make sure your nephew can get to and fro, why do you think you deserve a seat at my table to eat with me spiritually? If you would complain to me about $500, if you would complain about me living with you for 6 months and I ain't lived with you since I was 14 years old, and you know that I went through something where I'm financially unstable, but you know that my ex-boyfriend took all my shit and locked it away in his salon. So that's the only reason why my money is funny, because before that happened, I was making ample amounts of money. If you know all that and you don't want me to live with you for 6 months, can you really sit here and say that you deserve a seat at the table to eat with me spiritually? You want access to my womb. You want access to my heart, access to my son. You want to be the upstanding. Look, all y'all just ran and got off the damn live because y'all felt that energy right quick. They're like, motherfuckers are sick. They think they deserve seats at the table, but it's like, you eating more than you putting out. That investment don't make sense for nobody. Then you sit here trying to do more spell work, more energy work, like, yeah, and I'm going to do what I want to do. No, the fuck you not, because when I go and I leave and you get sick again, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, not be sick. So how do we release this trauma? If we've gone through all of these things and we've realized that our family is a bunch of fucktards and they pretty much just want to spiritually entrap you in some bullshit because they got their karma that they don't want to play. They don't want to pay their own karmic debt. The piper is at the door like, hey, somebody got to come with me. Some y'all did all this damn spell work and ain't nobody dead yet. So who coming? You've been going through this shit the longest and you second behind them. So who's coming downstairs with daddy to the pits of hell? Which one of you motherfuckers is coming? Because one of y'all niggas is coming. So who's it gonna be? We can't kill her ass. I don't know what the fuck she is, but we can't get her ass. So one of y'all motherfuckers is coming. We done did every single hex, spell, projection, everything to this bitch. And she's still alive and kicking too. And yesterday she was swimming. She was racing. She was one of the fastest ones on the goddamn field. Actually, she was ahead of the whole damn game. The sun was shining. So we can't kill her ass. Which one of y'all motherfuckers is about to go? So what do you do when you realize that that's the crossroads that you are at? You just look at it and be like, damn, I mean, hey, that's your problem, not mine. I can't die. I'm already shielded and blessed. I don't get sick when people do spell work to me. I just be looking at y'all like, damn, for real. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, what you gonna stick something in my third eye and like make it hump my forehead? Oh wow. Okay, let me wrap that shit up like a like what Kendrick say? We gonna pack that shit up like some roll that shit up like some za like. Roll that shit up like some za. Okay, let me smoke that shit. All right. So who going? Because it ain't me. Because I don't deal with these entities. I don't sign contracts and promise people's dead bodies and energies to other people. I don't fuck around with shit like that. This is that weird shit that people don't realize. When you try to sacrifice somebody, you're sacrificing yourself because you're allowing that spirit that you're making a deal with to one, kill you. And then you're saying, and I will put this energy in my vessel for you to siphon so that I stay alive. So you've already sacrificed yourself when you signed that contract. So now you want someone else to stand in your, no, baby, look, God already said I got something to do. That's more important than fame and fortune for people all around the world. What I have to offer spiritually, see, this is what people don't realize. I saw this on a meme yesterday. When you block the destiny of a light worker or a chosen individual, you're also blocking the light and the destiny of all the people whose lives they're supposed to impact before they die. That's why your karma is so heavy, because not only are you affecting their destiny, you're affecting the destiny of a collective that you don't even understand the magnitude of. That's why the spell work won't work. That's why the fucking projection doesn't work. That's why the hexes don't work. That's why it don't work. Because this person's destiny is to affect these people. Every individual leader has to bring at least 10,000 angels home. So when you're stepping into the destiny of 10,000 angels that need to be awoken and risen out of the pits of purgatory, because their spiritual eyes haven't yet opened up, but they're spiritual, but they don't understand why they're in so much affliction, but they do have the right intentions. That is why your spiritual attacks don't work. You might get a little snack and you might feel like, oh, they don't know that I'm sucking energy out of her vagina. Yeah, what's she gonna do about this? You getting a snack. You just extending and prolonging your fucking misery at this point, because it's like, okay, I mean, God got me. I got it on me. I don't have to get it out of nobody else. I don't have to go and poke something into somebody's butthole and be like, I don't have to poke a tether cord in your solar plexus and then hold my breath and steal your energy. I don't have to do these things. I just naturally get healed by simply saying, oh, what's this in my solar plexus? Let me twist that shit in half and break it. Oh, damn, whatever that was, that shit was annoying. That shit off of me. What's this on my brain? Let me twist my brain in half. Oh, the headache was annoying. Like, because I got it on me. It's not on me, it's in me. Like, I just felt the coldness of that spirit just try to go in front of my face. Like, bro, it's not on you, it's in you. That's why people don't realize it's not about how much nice shit you have. It's not about whether, oh, ain't nobody gonna believe her now. She homeless now. We kicked her out. So yeah. It's not about where the fuck you stay at. If a homeless man came up to me when I was in Atlanta, y'all, I can't make this up. He said, these niggas out here, they all about that dickery trickery stuff now. Come on, give it to me. I got you. And literally he was like, I got you. His spirit alone is fortified to the point where just everything I was just going through. Boom. Because certain people are already preordained to have a certain purpose. Even though he's a drunk on the side of the street asking me for change, his spirit had a purpose. Look, I feel that cold spirit still trying to whip in front of me right now. I can feel it. It's like it's right here, just standing next to me, just cold and miserable, trying to get in, just cold. Because certain people's spirits are preordained to do certain things. It don't matter whether I'm homeless. It don't matter whether I'm ugly, whether I'm fat, whether I got a big this or big that. It don't matter if I got a gold chain or a watch on or a chain. Nigga, your spirit gonna say what the fuck it say when it come in a room. Either it smell bad, or it smells good. Because I know some, like certain tarot card readers, when I be like getting on their live in the morning, I'm like, oh, she smells good. I like her. Like I can smell a person's spirit. That's why I don't fuck with everybody. I'm like, ugh, that's like death. Like my sister, I ain't gonna hold you. God bless her soul. I hope she get up out of that mess down there in Louisiana. But one day I was in here. Oh, look, the death card just popped up too. As soon as I look, you see, it just popped out just like that. I was in the bed one day and I was like, I knew it was her energy that was throwing me off. And I was like, I pushed it out of me and then I smelt it come back at me. And that shit smelled like rotten, cheesy flesh. It smelled just like how it smelled when we was down there. I said, oh, fuck no. Death, boy. People don't be thinking that shit true. Look, your fucking spirit smells away to people who got spiritual senses. You can't fake that shit with me. You can't fake the funk with me. I don't give a fuck if you the best fucking ninja on the block. Nigga, something wrong over there. You need to fix it. And I can't do it. Look, the Queen of Swords just popped out. And my sister literally is an air sign. She's an Aquarius. I can't make this shit up. Like, I just opened the deck and look, death card. I'm trying to tell you, should be... People be trying to transformation. If you let your ego die and you let your pride die, you get blessed. Look at my face. I already know my brother upstairs in my energy. I could tell it's him because look at my face. Look at how I look on the left side, my feminine energy, me. And then look at this shit on the right side. That shit don't even look right. And it's crazy because I used to I look back at all my videos from my past and I saw that my face was looking like this when I lived in my apartment. So that let me know that his spirit this ain't nothing new. I'm just finally aware of it because I had to grow up spiritually so that I could protect myself and my energy. This shit been going on for years. I've been carrying motherfuckers for years. You could go look at my old YouTube videos and look at how my face looked just like that on this side. On my old herpes videos, I had on an orange shirt and my hair was cornrowed and braided on 2 little plaits. You go look at my face, it looked just like that. And I start looking at my face. I'm like, damn, why the fuck did I look like that? But then I don't look like that all the time. It's around certain people. And I'm not saying it to downplay this person or make them feel bad. I'm saying like your spirit is saying something. It needs to be purified. You need to let go something in your soul so that you can be clarified. Otherwise, all it is trying to control other people and hopping in other people's bodies and trying to possess people and being an unwavering spirit. That shit ain't good. I'd rather you go home and go to heaven than sit down here and be terrorizing everybody and being a fucking demon and then end up locking yourself down into the dark pit. Child, I'm trying to talk to you. Shit, I can go to heaven too. We all finna go if you just let go of your fucking pride. The Judgment Day card just popped up. I can't make this shit up. The the child that just avoided death, the kid that tricked death, and then the Justice card. It's like people keep trying to like, oh, we're gonna sacrifice this one and we're gonna suck their soul out. You're not sucking my soul out. You ain't gonna have a big ass knife dick up in my son's ass all the time. Now that I see that shit from a mile away, y'all gonna have to figure something else out. This ain't no narc supply over here. This ain't no spiritual food. Loving you is like food to my soul. Okay, well then treat me right. Talk to me, apologize. The apology needs to be as public as the disrespect that you showed me. I don't just see myself like, oh yeah, we a good team. You the dark, I'm the light. Hey, evil twin. No, I need you to apologize for the way that you treated me because that shit was fucked up. So how do you release the trauma? You tell people about that shit. I need you to apologize to me for the way that you treated me this past 6 months. That shit was fucked up. That shit was ass. Like, are you dumb? So you get to get shit for free from me for years. I've been carrying that ass for years. Years. Decades. Because I now understand that when you have that moment where you pass away, whoever's next to you ends up being the vessel that you get to inhabit until, death do you part. And that day when he did what he did that caused him to cross over, it wasn't his fault. It was literally my sister's fault. Talking about stick the bobby pin in the wall. Stick it in there. She been trying to fucking kill us. Everything. She been fucked up. She was born dead. She was only 1 pound, 3 ounces. She was already possessed. from birth. So she, come on, stick the bobby pin in the wall. Do it. Yeah, do it. Stick it in. The whole fucking house went black. The kitchen went black. I heard that noise. I was like, what the fuck? Oh shit. My brother done stuck a bobby pin in the wall and still alive to tell the story about it. So God bless his soul, because it was something that wasn't intentional. He had the rite of passage to go home to heaven. Right? It's what you do when you're on the journey that dictates where you end up at. Because when you're in purgatory, you can sit down here and be like, hey, look, hey, take what you need. I got it on me. Take what you need. But when you start acting really egoic, like, yeah, I'm El Chapo, and now you stepping on niggas' necks, especially somebody who's literally, like, I literally been your life support since that day, because I was the one that was there that saw what happened, and I was the only live person to help you out. So your spirit hopped up in my body. People don't understand how spiritual shit is. So I literally been the resource for you all this time, because I was the one that was there when it happened and saw it and recognized what had happened. So then I'm the one that's going to keep blessing you. I'm your guardian angel, essentially. You're like my guardian angel, but I'm also your guardian angel. We're supposed to be like, working this shit out somehow. So then when I had my moment where I technically crossed over, my son was there. No. What about Terrell? What about the football player? No. Yeah. And I was just meditating. I was just doing some breath work. But these motherfuckers get so disrespectful that even right now, as I'm saying this shit, they still ain't got no boundaries on their shit. They still thinking about how far they can stick their spiritual phalluses and dicks up in my ass and try to make me feel what they feel. It's like, this whole 6 months you showed me that even though I sacrificed my well-being, you don't give a fuck. You rather sacrifice me to the goddamn Illuminati or some bullshit just to get some more clout. And that shit's sad. That shit's sad. So how do you release the trauma? Baby, I'm still trying to figure it out. Honestly, it's the end of the year. I'm trying to figure it out. You feel that resonance? I'm trying to figure it out, because this 6 months took me all this time to learn this information, master it, and understand that these people still gonna act how they gonna act regardless. And it's like up to me, excuse me, to see them for as a person, like who they are, like me. Like, okay, we'll say he's like me and I'm like him. He's just trying to get his mission across. He's just trying to do his best. He's just trying to, but see me, I be trying to do my best, but I still be trying to be nice. I don't be trying to step on nobody. See, when I moved out to my apartment, I asked my brother, like, hey, communicate with me. Make sure we paying rent on time. If you don't have it, let me know so I can know I got to grab extra out my savings. All that, I'm too scared to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Were you doing that on purpose, or were you really just that afraid to tell me? Like, am I really that intimidating? But then I realized that this brother was walking around in my vessel. So I understand that I've got spiritually attacked by him myself. I do understand how intimidating one could seem. Now, I don't know where he went once he got electrocuted, who he talked to when he crossed over. Because I talked to, excuse me one second, y'all. I'm gonna have to pause. I'm gonna edit it out when I'm gonna edit it when I edit it. All right, you guys, I'm back. Funny thing about that, right? So I've realized another thing. When I release a lot of the things that I have on my spirit, I tend to also have a physical release because everything that is spiritual is also physical, right? So you'll notice as a person who likes to be, or rather, when I used to fast a lot, I would let go of like trauma. I do like the shadow work and stuff. And y'all, when we be on them fasts, all my vegans and everybody else in the collective know, be letting some shit go. Right? Not to talk about poop, but seriously, you find yourself letting a lot of shit go, literally and figuratively. Now, the crazier part about that is, again, all this stuff that I just released onto y'all, I just used the bathroom and I'm not going to hold y'all. TMI maybe, but that toilet was packed. Okay, jam packed. Because I'm releasing on a spiritual level so that I can also release on the physical level. Make sense? It's all relative. That's why I'm so hell-bent on people like seeing that what you're doing spiritually to people intentionally will materialize physically into your life. This is why I'm so blessed, because that homeless man that came up to me when I rolled down my window when I was by the club, because I was sleeping in my car with a blanket. Thankfully, my mom bought me a blanket for Christmas, right? So I'm sleeping in my car with my blanket, and I'm sitting there, and I get back up, and I'm like, my head was kind of hurt. I'm like, why my head hurt so bad? Like, who is making my head hurt like this? Like, bro, whoever is sending this kind of energy to me, like, I'm down there getting spiritually attacked out the ass. It was no sunshine down there. I don't know who was doing it. I really don't care at this point, because whoever did it going to pay for it regardless, right? They're going to get their karma. But I'm sitting there like young, and I kept like my neck kept randomly getting dry. Like it kept feeling like it's like death was trying to suck me into something, but I knew it wasn't my energy. I'm like, hold on, Sierra's energy. And then it would release, and I'd be like, okay, so it's not my energy. Whose energy is this? So instead of me rolling down the window and be like, get the fuck away from my car, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, rolling down the window and having a conversation with that man. That man was an angel sent to talk to me. Baby girl, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Whatever it is, just leave it alone. Because I was about to book a hotel. I was like, it's only $62. I should just book it. Like whatever. Like, finally just lay my head down somewhere, take a proper shower. Maybe when I do that, I'll actually get the chance to meet my friend. He won't gaslight me. Maybe he's looking at me like this because I came down here off some like no plans to be in a hotel. Like, what did you think you was about to just like kick it with me? Like that deep? Like, no, I really just thought he was going to just chill, eat, and then I was going to like decide whether I wanted to leave or not. I ain't had no intentions of like sleeping at your house or anything. Like, I just was like playing it by ear. I'm very much a play by ear kind of girl, you know? Anywho, so I go into this space where I'm not known by anybody. I know no one in Atlanta. I know absolutely not one individual being in that vicinity. However, I was able to treat each person with enough respect that I didn't disrespect myself. Like, let's start feeling somebody like touching my privates. I'm like, hey, boundary. And I was able to uphold my boundary, which was crazy because like when I'm here at home, I'd be feeling like I'm not allowed to have boundaries. Like, like, you know, I'd be looking at my spirit body like, okay, I just want a little bit of space. Like, you know, be able to feel like I can move my shoulders and my neck and like smile while I'm doing it. Like, you know, just a little bit, you know, put a little something in front of me, you know, roll that one out too, you know, hey. I don't know who that was, but like, you know, like I need just a little bit of space so that I could like articulate my message to you guys appropriately so that you guys can also get the word, feel the energy, and understand how honest and true I am with this sermon. Essentially, you know, looking at myself and like just making sure like it's something like whatever's on my back, take that off so that y'all don't feel that when I'm giving y'all this message, and y'all can feel the freedom of this word. Of course, you know, when I dial back out of the internet, I can go ahead back and reconnect to my reality. But when I'm here to give y'all a message. So to be able to hold my boundaries better in a whole state where I don't know nobody. And I'm in the city and people are like looking at me like, who is this? Like, hold up, wait a minute, hey. And then starting to see the sun start to come out. But then, of course, my ex's energy came back. Somebody with a damn Joker placard on their window came through. And then, like, I just start feeling like this, like, energy on my back. I'm like, oh, my God. And I feel like that's why my friend didn't want to meet up with me. Because, like, right after that happened, he had read my text message. But he didn't respond. But then he ended up texting me later on when it finally went away. And I kind of started feeling better. He was like, what's up? I'm like, why? You didn't text me back? I'm at the studio. I was at the studio. I'm like, okay, well. But I felt that energy tried to linger back on me again. And he, as most people who are spiritual, I don't know what that is in your energy. I don't want that. So you're going to have to figure that out and do your spiritual work before we meet. I know you wanted to meet today, but in God's time, when you clear it and you really crystal clear, then we can finally talk. Because I don't need none of that. I got a kid, I got a family, I got life. No. Access not granted. Which I can respect because me as an individual, I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. If they knew that they had something bad on them that they're going through, then why are you going to bring that over here? Why are you going to bring it over here? And that's why I look at people like, if we know that we all have individual problems, why don't we try to find out how to solve our individual problems? But then when we finally realize, like, oh, shoot, our individual problems are actually all the same exact problem because we're one individual being, then it's like, oh, so what were we fighting about all along? That's the part that people forget. It's like, your problem is the same problem that I have. The same way you can't stand the man that you're laying with because he's slightly emotional abusive. The same way that we have financial issues that we want to get past. The same way where I don't necessarily live somewhere where I'm elated to live. Everybody's problems are exactly the same. But we just find ourselves in these moments where we want to make it about us versus about the greater scheme of things, which is, how do we all heal it? How do we all solve our problems with one solution? See, that's where a person like me comes in, a leader, life path number 1. And I can tell you, we find out which money we do have as a collective, like who has what money, who has what credit score. Not because I want to use you, but because, well, if your credit score is at least a 700, then you could open up 2 businesses right now for $200 each. Get them properly LLC, get a lawyer to deal with everything, not you. And then by paying, so everything you need in the house, like, I don't know, your soap, your cleaning supplies, your trash bags, you buy those all through 2 Uline accounts through the 2 companies. Get your desk materials and stuff. You purchase those things through another app. If you need a new desk chair or a new gaming chair, because my son wants to get a gaming chair when I leave, get all that through these 3 different net 30 accounts. Boom. Now, after 3 months of doing that, you now can apply for $50K in business credit through each company. So now you have $100K of some money that ain't even got nothing to do with your salary. But nobody wants to hear what I had to say because I'm crazy. I'm delulu. I'm this, I'm that. And it's just like, how do you release that trauma? I don't know, because we all have the same problem, which can be solved by doing these 3 things, but nobody wants to do that. It's like, well, I don't want to do it because it's her. Why didn't I think about it first? Because you weren't supposed to think about it first, doo-doo head. You're supposed to help support the situation. See, I learned as a college student, because I did get back to online school, I had an LCI test. It's called Learning Connections Inventory Test. And I learned that I actually was used first for all learning types, meaning I learned 4 different ways at the same time the first time. So I didn't get confused the first time. You tried to confuse me to slow me down. I didn't get confused when I learned what I learned the first time. I'm a confluential learner, so I got the grand scheme of the idea. I'm a precision learner, so I read every single detail and every single caption under every single picture, and I also read the definitions of every single underlined word. Then on top of that, I'm a sequential learner. So if you show me how to do it, like a math problem, division, I already know how to do it. If you teach me how to do it, you show me, I done. 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 Okay, so what next? What's the next lesson? What's next? Oh, done. 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 Like, show me and I'm done. Like, I know now. You can't teach me slow. I need to learn fast because that's how my brain moves. I can't stand slow shit. But I like melodic peace. So, boom. Confluential learner seeing the whole picture. Precision learner being very detailed. Sequential learner meaning if you show me, I know how to do it. And then what's the last one? I forgot. What's the other one? Oh, the main one that I am, which is a technical reasoner. Meaning, if you give me something, I just need to break it down with my own hands and put it back together to understand how it works. So when it came to the Kabbalion system, I'm like, oh, it's this piece of it's like this, and it's like 6 dots, and they go like this and it's numbers. So like the sacral chakra is a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, so my feet are like the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, so angel numbers be like codes to like help you clean out your chakras. On the Kabbalion system, 444. Oh, 555. Oh, so when you see a certain number, it teaches you what to do when you're in the matrix and you're looking at people's tags and you see 777. It's like 777. Oh, 888. Oh, 999. Oh, so when you see the angel numbers, it's telling you what code to punch. When you really understand that the world is just all decimals and molecules and numbers and we're in a matrix, right? But then on top of that, I realized there was more extension to the Kabbalion system. So not only is it those 3 at the bottom, it's still like 6 more levels above you that they don't really want you to know about. Because once you realize that those are those ones, it's like that's where the police officers, the judge, the officials, the government, everybody, they all up there. They extended theirs up there. So they like on level or dimension 12. So your 9 ether beings and your 12 ether beings, that's the higher. Oh, I'm not supposed to teach all this because this is occult. This is sacred occult knowledge. It's such a secret, like it's not all over the internet. The fuck. So once I learned all of that, I'm like, oh, so all I got to do is like stay in my 12 and my 1 and like, oh, so how do I make it go in a circle? How does everybody do that? That's the part I don't understand yet. They don't want to teach me that part because they're like, we teach her everything. She gonna know too much. So somebody be her handler. I don't need no fucking handler. Y'all need to progress your asses forward and come on through the damn portal already. God damn it, we tired of your asses. You fucking stanky foot ass motherfuckers. Oh, y'all smell like rotten flesh. Come on now. It's trying to transition. So your ass can stop smelling rotten. So you can finally start smelling good. Or maybe they really are the chills. Like my uncle used to always say chills from the funk demons. So maybe they are funk demons. I don't know. That's the part that I don't know yet. Like, can somebody transition from being a funky demon and become like a peaceful smelling individual? That's the part I haven't researched fully yet. Because I used to know, like my ex used to always tell me, I love the way you smell. You just smell so good. You just smell so good. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I never used to put on perfume. Like, it's just the way your skin smells. It smells good. Not realizing this nigga had already seen death, got shot and everything, damn near died. He was like, yeah, my bullet hole, it used to smell like a fish. What? No wonder you like how I smell. I ain't never died yet. The fuck? At the time, right? Because when you understand how life and death works, it's like a never-ending cycle. Like, if you die, you just end up in another realm. Like every single, I think, what is it? Is it every birthday? No, it's every New Year. I don't know. It's just like a tree. The tree just grows taller and taller. Like it don't die. Just the leaves fall off, and then the roses they wilt, they rot, and then they start over again. Every year, you don't die. You just end up in another realm. Oh, the full moon. That's when it is. Okay. I got it. Okay. So the full moon portals. That's why everybody likes to do all this moon magic and shit. And they be like trying to block you from being connected to, you're not going to release me. I'm going to call you. Hey, how you doing? Holding a 30-minute conversation during the full moon that don't eat. Like, bro, why are we talking right now? We don't even like each other. Like, why are you here? Like, you don't even like me. You don't even like me. Why are you here? You don't even like me. So being a technical reasoner, I'm a problem solver also by nature. So when I see a problem, like I walked into the house and I'm like, okay, people want to argue. So how do we make sure y'all stop arguing without y'all trying to drain me of all my energy and me feeling depleted and looking crazy? It's no way. You need to let us eat your blood. Like, whoa, hey, you're a demon. Okay, the fuck? The fuck was that? Did y'all see that? I recorded that. Is she gonna go to the psych ward? Did you just see what she just did? Like, what the fuck, y'all? Hey, somebody come get this woman. If somebody come get this boy, he look, he over here acting. He said he gonna kill me. He just said he look at him chasing me around the house trying to fight me. I'm a woman. Are you crazy? And then she's sitting down there encouraging this shit. What the fuck? Ain't nobody looking at them. What the fuck y'all keep looking at me for? Turn the camera around. Yeah. Turn the camera around. Yeah. What are they doing? Why the fuck are they in my face yelling at me when I'm in the shower? I just came home from a long day at work where you was just fucking third eyeing me while I was at work all day. And I came here and my son is on the phone and they're cursing. His friend said something disrespectful to me. And I said, I'll smack the shit out you and your friends. What? Pop, pop. I had a long day. I ain't got time. You need to know to stop fucking playing with me. I'm your mother. I'm not your friend. Pop, pop. Okay. Why would you hit your son? Did you used to beat us with belts? And didn't you sit on my sister's head at one point? Like, what the fuck you mean? Oh my God. People be forgetting that they used to actually beat kids' asses. Like, I ain't never put my hands on this boy. I hit him like 3 times in life, and it's all been since I've been here, stressed with these people. But before that, you just tell him, hey, look, go sit down. Hey, look, get off the phone. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. It's time to get in the shower. Can I just get 30 more minutes on the game? It's 8 o'clock. Get in the shower. If you get out the shower on time, you get back on the game. Okay. Now he here. And it's, well, Grandma Sherry said I can do this. And Jordan says I can be like this. And Mari, I'm going to go in Mari's room all day. And I ain't never going to get in the shower. When the last time your ass got in the shower, bro? Is anybody even keeping up with your hygiene right now? Is anybody caring about you getting a haircut? No, they not, right? But everybody want to tell me, we want control of his energy. No, you don't, because you don't even want to do the maintenance to take care of this damn child. Even with me only making bare minimum on Grubhub, bare minimum doing hair, I still go take him to get a haircut and sit there for his haircut and pay the fee. You know what the fee is. Pay the fee, front the bill, so he can go ahead and get his haircut. Do his hair myself. Well, I bought him clothes. Okay, well, shit, thank you. That's nice. Because you didn't pay the storage fee because all the shit got taken away, right? Okay, all right. So I'm so grateful, but how do you release this trauma? How do you release this kind of trauma? This is 6 months of trauma. They tried to put me through damn near, 14? They tried to put me through 17 years of trauma in a matter of 6 months. Like everything that I didn't get exposed to because I didn't live with them, they tried to put me through in a matter of 6 months. And I'm just looking like, y'all motherfuckers crazy. If y'all think that I'm about to sit here and like lay down and be crazy because of this shit. Like, I can see myself in the spiritual realm. Back up. You gonna stab me in my face and my neck because I'm speaking the truth? I'm gonna block your throat chakra. You're not gonna tell the truth about me. Why not? Why not let the truth about you be a good thing and just change who you are? Because you can't. And that's why I feel like people can't change whether their spirits stink or not. Because people really can't bring it to themselves to realize I did something wrong to this person that didn't deserve it. And I should probably pay for the karma that's going to come with them leaving my ass behind. And taking everything that's a blessing about them with them. I deserve that karma. They can't. Look, I've claimed my karma. I deserved it when I cheated on someone to get cheated back on. When I found out that my son's dad had another kid, I was like, you know what? I probably deserved that. He was in jail. I went and talked to his little friend or whatever. I ain't gonna hold you. But I mean, hey, shit. He told me when he was locked up that he would have been fucked on me had I been the one to get locked up. So I just felt, whatever. I'm cool. It is what it is. All right. Right? Niggas keep trying to put me in a box. Like, bruh, you going in that box. I'm not going in that box. You can go ahead and sit your ass in that box. I don't have no ceilings on what my spirit's supposed to do for the world. So thank you. So I was able to take accountability when I was doing something wrong. But for these people, like right now, you sitting in my head and you going back and forth and trying to like block my spirit from being tall right now while I sit here and tell my truth because you don't want the world to hear the satellite connection about the fucked up shit you do behind closed doors to make yourself look like El Chapo, to make yourself look like the baddest broad, to make yourself look young. No, y'all need to face y'all truth. That's why God brought me here for y'all. Because y'all need to face what y'all be doing. Because now that I know that y'all are doing this to me, and this is the reason why shit has been going weird, you need to face that. You need to look at that shit in the mirror and be like, damn, I did do that. Because when I sucked another nigga's dick, I had to look at myself in the face like, damn, I did that. Like, I really sucked another man's penis. I really put another man's penis in my mouth. When I didn't pay my bill on time and stuff, my car got repoed, even though I said, hey, can you help me out? Put me on your insurance. You know, I'll change over the custody of my car to your name. And as much money as I get, I'll just pay you so that, you know, you could just pay the difference because you need a car and I need a car. And my car is not an ugly car. You know, take my car and we could share the note. Even though I didn't get no help from the people that I offered that opportunity to. And now every time I turn around, it's a car that's foreign, but too much miles on it. So it's breaking down, all this crazy shit. It's like, keeping up with the Joneses and having a fancy car that's going to keep breaking down with 100,000 miles on it when I purchase it, or getting a car that only had 50,000 miles on it that ain't breaking down. Anyway, right? So I had to take accountability when my car got repoed. On my credit, that R7 that I had to wait to get released off my credit, I had to take accountability for that. When I was sucking and fucking, I take accountability for that. When I decided to have relations with people who I knew were no good for me, I had to take accountability for that. When I got herpes and I had to now tell every single partner that I ever had sex with after I got diagnosed. Because see, I didn't get diagnosed with my herpes diagnosis for 8 months. I had to run back. You hear me? I had to run back and tell every person I slept with that I had herpes. I didn't have to do that. I could have been like, oh shit, well, they don't know. It's too embarrassing to run back and tell everybody the truth. Shit. Hey, yo, I got diagnosed with herpes, so get yourself tested. Oh, I got tested. I ain't got it. Okay. Some dude said he would have sex with me with saran wrap on his dick or some shit like that, trying to be funny. I was like, that's not even funny, but he was so serious. So I know, even with the herpes, niggas love me. I'm confident because I know it ain't even about the sex. It's just about the idea of like, something about me is that amazing that regardless of my ailments, people love me. And when you accept yourself, you get to live in that truth. Something is so awesome about me that even though I'm honest with the whole world about who the fuck I am, the good, the bad, the ugly, the struggle, the promiscuousness, the herpes, the fucking ex-boyfriends, the crazy people, whatever that I've done, that I can be this honest with people on the internet and in public and with people that I plan to have families with and sleep with. Tell them everything about me, every single thing, and not hide nothing. Hide nothing. I can do that. And people still want to be around me and my energy authentically. You don't get to live in that confidence until you get into that Godfidence. Everyone knows God's secrets because we all God. So why do we sit here and act like we have secrets that the world don't know about? Like you sitting here walking around like people don't know you fucked up. It's like me walking to the grocery store and then I'm like sitting there trying to, act like I got all the money in the world. I'm dressed to the nines. I got my nails done. I'm walking around like the baddest bitch. knowing damn well I only got $5 in my account and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to afford this cat food. But see, what happens with me is when they be like, yeah, exactly, yeah, pipe down, bitch. I be like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you say. I be saying it right out my mouth too. I don't give a fuck what you say. Bitch, I came in here and bought my cat some food. I could have let his ass starve. Your funky ass probably would have did that shit. Like, oh, nah, I'm just let his ass starve. Fuck it. My ass gonna still pull my money together and still make sure everybody good. The fuck is you talking about? Well, what you gonna tell? Look, Eminem said, tell me something about myself that I don't already know. Laugh at me about something that I don't already know. So how do you release that trauma? That's how you release the trauma. You be honest with yourself. I'm a fucked up person because I think I have the right to control people. I have a control freak issue. I want to be in control of things that I can't control. I can only influence and manipulate for a period of time. But at the end of the day, it's not my decision. It's not for me to override someone else's free will. Especially if they're not a minor in my care and I'm not their authoritarian guardian. So unless I sign over custody of my child to anybody in this motherfucker, I suggest y'all motherfuckers sit the fuck back and let me manage my child and his energy and his abundance and his wealth and his health myself. You're not legally binding to any contract that is associated with this boy. His health care is in my name. I have all the documents for that. I schedule his appointments. I take him to the dentist. I take him to school. I signed him up for school. I'm sorry. I bought him some clothes and some tennis shoes. Wow, that's a gift. That's nice. So what else do you do? Do you emotionally support him or do you emotionally distort him? Because I'm emotional support. I'm like, oh, baby, that thing on your head hurts. Let me go ahead and move it off your head. Do. Flip that over there for you. Okay. All right, get that off of there. Yeah, that don't belong up there. What's that? Your head feel better, baby? There you go. That's emotional support, not emotional deflection. I don't expect him to carry my shit because he's a child. And I think people in America need to realize that part about life. These children are not your pawns to project your pain and your anguish on. When they want to share their love and light with you and come give you a hug, and then you feel that wonderful aura that kids exude when they're healthy and they're happy, you don't feel that from my son no more because everyone's sucking the fucking life out of him. Everyone around him just suck. Don't never give him the chance to just glow. All these other little babies who are protected. Oh, hi, Aeon. Hi, Rihan. Hi. They glowing because their mother don't play that shit. And she's supported in her community and her family supports her decision to protect her children. Nobody's doing that over here for me. My whole family came into town. My son's Instagram gets hacked. And the whole entire account, all the pictures of him when he was happy and young and with me, deleted, gone. It's almost like they went and cleansed out his profile to just make it seem like that never existed. Like that point in his life never existed. So he can't even go back and look at his page when he had moments when he was actually happy with me. It's almost to like make him forget that when he was with me, things was always good. Even when I was alone and single. How do you release that trauma? I know the truth. I know how it feels to be in certain people's care. I can spiritually cleanse my son's aura right in front of your face and you're going to feel the difference in the energy. Because that's my intention, to clean him up, not to deflect and put onto him what I need, the burden that I need to bear. There's a point in time where someone's going to tell me, oh, well, you're homeless now. Okay. How'd you get homeless? Because I trusted my brother. Like I should have just stayed in my apartment and just fought my court case. Because everybody who did stay in their apartments, they were on the news literally 2 weeks ago. And their rent is not being increased by any number. And they're living in these units, even though they are infested with mold, they have a place to lay to call their own. So the only reason that I'm going to be homeless is because I trusted my family. I could have stayed over there with them and been in my moldy apartment with all my belongings protected because I knew better. So the only reason I'm going to be homeless is because I trusted somebody else because he was getting stressed out. Well, they say they're going, oh, I'm going to owe $19,000. I'm like, you believe that shit? Look at the court case, bro. Look at the facts in front of you. They owe me a clean apartment because I'm paying them $2,000 and they're not cleaning up the fucking mold, bruh. Pay attention, and maybe you need to move back over here and get your mind clear. But based on now we living in this environment, he seen what it was like when I left. He know it ain't healthy. It ain't me. It's the projection of people around you. It's that unhealthy energy. And then they're trying to make you control me, like be my husband in spirit. You're my brother. You're not my husband. You damn sure can't be my husband if you wasn't even going to support me in court. If you couldn't even support me when we was about to get free living for a whole year and you left me to come to the family, how could I trust you to support me now? It just doesn't make sense. What you've done now is sunken into the dark space where everything is just a turning wheel. People can't see themselves as an actual spirit that stands tall. Can you see your body when you think about yourself in your third eye? Because when I think about myself in my third eye, I think like, I'm this golden figure and I'm standing on business. It's these weird things trying to go back and forth and like chop at my feet. My hair's golden. My hands have the Kabbalion system in it, and I could shoot energy out of it to clear my Kabbalion. Me and my son are partners in crime. So I'm only clearing out my son's energy because he was the one who was there when I had my transition. So that's the only person I trust. But you see, how do you release the trauma when people are literally like putting your child into some kind of psychosis? And even still, attempting to siphon the energy out of your sacral chakra. What do you do? When the woman that is supposed to support you needs you to support her, but in that same breath will do everything in her power to tear you down. What do you do? How do you release that trauma? Live in your truth. That's all I could tell you guys. After this long podcast, the only thing I can tell you is to live in your truth. Be you. Even when you get that little shock in the side of your face where it's like, they trying to take over the right side of my face. I don't got time for it. Even when you start feeling that weird little kundalini snake going through your eyeball and your face that's coming around your neck, trying to go around your heart, and you know that ain't your energy, you ain't in sync with it. We all in pain, but it's a way to have peace. It's called raising your vibration and your frequency so that these low vibrational entities can't touch you. See, I don't know what picture it was. It's a picture of a dude and a woman where the woman's down, but like the woman's like this, and then the man's above her, right? So they're holding each other's hands. And then because of their union, they're up with the gods. But when one of them falls, their system falls down, and then they're both able to be consumed by the snakes. Because their union is not in sync. They say when one or two are gathered in my name, God said, in his name, that's when all the pain goes away. You can't sit here and marry a fucking demon and think that that's going to ease your pain. But if you got an angel at your beckon and call, why would you fuck with the angel and expect the angel's wrath to not come back and bite your ass? I don't get how people continue to keep bullying privileged people, spiritually privileged people, and think, oh, they're a witch because every magic that I sent at them didn't work. No, it's just bouncing back on you because what you put out, you get back in return. The law of attraction. If you're genuinely a nasty person, you will live a life where people will treat you nasty and you won't have to keep fighting yourself because you're only in your own brain. But when I leave out of this household, I don't go through that because I don't act like this in public. I don't have to defend myself in public. When I'm in public, I just be like, hey, it might be a few people out there who's like nasty, but then I'm like, okay, boom, boom, like move out of here, ew. Then somebody will see that and be like, oh, hi, how are you doing today? Your hair is beautiful. Yes, I like your nails too. They'll see the God in me because I'm not carrying around nobody's bad spirits and nobody's bad demons. So I'm looking at this one right here and I'm looking at him like, so why you think you're supposed to just sit here and lay with me? You show me you don't fuck with me. Like, let me get you out of here real quick because I'm not carrying that around no more. I carried you around my whole life. I expected you to get a wife who could carry you, who understood spirituality. You got to find you a spiritual baddie. They exist, but you also have to do the work so that y'all can actually ascend together. If you want to connect to me and use my energy to attract some old hoochie mama flex queen, like, bitch, you eating off me. I don't give a fuck what you got on. Your ass look like a fucking fish with edges. Nah, I said it. Chubby cheeks with fish lips. What you say to me? We will fight her right now. We will beat her up for you. I'm looking at these two girls in my mother's house like these girls said they're going to beat me up for my brother. They must not know who the fuck I am. I literally kill bitches with my hands. Like, you must not know. I will fuck you up in this house. Like, for real. Like, I real life will break your fucking neck, bitch. Like, I will look at you right in your fucking face and fucking kill you with these hands if you ever thought you was going to put your fucking hands on me. But how do you release that trauma? But how do you release that? How do you release that? Knowing that this weird ass bitch came into your mother's house trying to attack you because she said some slick shit out her mouth and you said, is there something you need to say to me? Because all these years has been going by and you just keep talking under your breath and I'm asking my son to come downstairs to get ready for school. So is there something you need to say? Brother, I'm gonna punch you in your face, bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you right now. And then you actually hit my brother's hand and it hit me in my face and I threatened to call the police and now you want to fight and now everybody's crying in the house and now you trying to spiritually attack me and then you trying to figure out why the next day I still don't die and you end up getting a speeding ticket. Because it don't work like that. You were wrong. You had no business jumping down my throat if I'm trying to be a good mother and get my child ready for school. People keep trying to deflect onto me that I'm a bad person or trying to stand on business on my forehead and try to pipe me down and be on the top of my cabali. And you're not on my head top. I get on top of yours though. Like, what's up? You don't get to reside on top of my head. You can only do it when I'm distracted. But in real time, you're only here because I was the one that was there to catch your ass when you decided to be a dumbass and listen to your sister and stick that damn pin in that hole. That's why I protect my son, because he caught my ass when I meditated and did breath work and almost fell out of my damn system in my house. Whoever was there to catch your ass when you made that decision, when you crossed over, where you might have overdosed, whatever it is that you did, however you had your exit, car accident, whoever was there. I think the police might have been there for my brother. That's why his ass is all up in the damn system. Because he got into a car accident. Oh no, my mother was there. That's right, because his father strangled him. I forgot about that. I would disown you as my son if you ever end up being gay like this. And he choked him with a belt. So that's why my mother has to hold his ass. People don't think that these things, I don't know if people have gone through this level of spirituality yet. before they try to tell me I'm not spiritual because I don't want to continue to keep going on through this rhythmic desolation where we're like, oh, well, I got pain in my body, so I'm gonna project it onto you. I need you to hold me. Well, I'm kind of tired of holding you and I kind of want to go do something else with my life now. I don't think people got to that level or understanding of spirituality where if you passed away in someone's presence, you owe your life to them to protect them. But the second should you sidestep that person, should you ever decide to sidestep that person, that's when your blessings and the rug gets ripped from underneath your feet because you're crossing the person who came to save your life, who gave up their free will to save you. And it wasn't even by choice. It's just how it works. But because it wasn't a choice and they still took it on as like a thing, you keep on trying to disrespect that person, but then you wondering why your blessings are starting to dry up. It's like, do you comprehend the level of what you're disrespecting right now? I don't think they understand that. Whoever was there to catch your ass when you almost was gone about this bitch, you kind of owe a lot of stuff to them. Only people that would be my son. My sister tried to play a role like it was her, but I talked to God when that one happened. When I did my other breath work in the kitchen and I saw the clear little thing in my corner and it was talking to me and I was talking back to it and I was like, talking to some language I ain't never spoken before. Literally about to ascend. I don't think I'm ready to go, God. I think I'm gonna stay here and teach you more lessons. Definitely got here. Don't know what the fuck I said, but I remember how I said when I said it. Like, I said, what the fuck? My sister called. You see the dogs bark, right? That shit was real. And I got up and I looked, I'm like, my sister called me. You doing my hair on Thursday, right? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. But here we are now in 2025. Or excuse me, we're not there yet. We about to be in 2025. And I'm sitting here like, I'm jumping over all these hurdles that these people keep trying to put in my face. Everybody want to get held by somebody else. Doing deals with other niggas to backdoor other people. This nigga trying to hold on to my son for dear life. They be fighting over my son over who gonna get the chance to, like, I'm gonna borrow him for the day. No, I'm gonna borrow him for the day. When all they need to do is just go borrow God for the day. Like, let's read the word of the day. The last day of the year. What's it got to tell us? Because this is a long video. I gotta go ahead and stand up because they all up in my spirit and all in my son. I gotta clean his aura out. Oh, this is so perfect. Oh, hold up. It says, ministry is fulfilling work. You shall eat the fruit of the labor of your hands. Meaning, did you labor that baby? No. So back your ass up, bitch. Happy, blessed, and fortunate, and enviable shall you be, and it shall be well with you. All is well. Psalms 128, verse 2. There is nothing more fulfilling than being rested and ready for the work that God has called us to do. God puts the desire in us to minister to people through whatever work we do. But ministry is work that requires physical, emotional, and spiritual strength. Hard work It's rewarding when you follow God's way and minister to other people through the labor of your hands. Oh, okay. That is why it is so important to start your day with God. His presence will build you up emotionally. His words will strengthen you spiritually, and the time of rest that He calls you to enjoy will make you physically able to handle whatever may come your way. So when I tell you, even with all the spiritual spell work they got on me, we got one person trying to hit me in my sacral chakra. We got one person trying to hit me in my throat chakra. We got somebody up there manhandling the shit out of my son right now. Oh, let me clean him out right quick. Even with all these disturbing, distorted figures all around me that I can see in the spirit realm just looking at me. All these people trying to stand on business, stand on my head top, whatever they call themselves doing, right? You just have to look and say, God called me to something that's higher and bigger than you. And know it and own it. Does that make sense? Because when you know what you know, it ain't nothing to clean somebody's heart chakra out. It ain't nothing to clean somebody's mind out. It ain't nothing to get out of whatever box, circle, orb, glass jar that these people think they're going to stuff you in. You can break any barrier, any border, any hex, because that bullshit is just a mind trick. Because if I was really dead, I'd be dead, baby. If it was supposed to happen by now, it already happened by now. So even with you doing the worst of the worst, touching my sacral chakra, just being fucking trifling, violating me, you hear all the shit dropping and stuff now, right? They dropping their shit because they don't realize what's going on. Like, wait, how's she getting out of it? Because I can see it. I've been looking at it the whole time. I'm just watching y'all. I'm literally just watching y'all. Just thinking y'all about to just keep mining my fucking sacral chakra. Like, got a hook that's going in my sacral chakra like this. Like, I'm gonna put a rod right there, wrap it around, pull that shit right back. Like, what are you doing? Out of there. I don't belong to you. Going up to the throat chakra, like, what's going on up here? Let me look. Break that thing down, that little pendulum that they swinging back and forth. Got this thing over here spinning around in circles. Who's the attack coming from? Stab that motherfucker in the third eye. Boop. Get this nigga up out of here. But they be too weak to do that. They scared to fight the nigga because they done made a deal with the damn devil to take somebody like me out. Not realizing I don't die, nigga. But you will. If you keep on fucking with me. And they know it. Every time I block their energy out, clear my energy out again, their skin be drying up, boy. They be turning into a dry little peasant. They be remembering who the fuck they really are in the spirit realm. So people like me, what we do? Let's look at it. What we got? We got a little brain thing going on here. Okay, well. I'm gonna just clear my, because I want y'all to look at me right now, right? Look, y'all see my brother's energy right here, right? We're gonna clean our energy out real quick. I'm gonna show you how far that shit's gonna go away, or how fast it's gonna go away. I put my right hand to God. Y'all hear the difference in my energy now? Do y'all feel the difference in the power of my voice now that I've removed just that one energy out of my body? People be really trying to possess you. Pay the fuck attention. Really be lost souls. Like, really. Protect your pineal gland. Mind magic. Mind manipulation. That shit out of my brain. Y'all niggas got the chance to relax in here for a little bit. Go on and work now. Bye. Thank you. Don't come again. Thank you. Don't come again. But let you actually cleanse your son's energy. Hold on, let me see. Let me clean his energy out real quick. I gotta read it first. Y'all see the difference in my face? Yeah. Like, legit. Big difference in my face. Like, you just feel the residue just leaving your body. When you really realize, like, people really be trying to do love spells, like legit put all their energy in your womb and just be like this, trying to massage it. and take hold of your womb. Like, what kind of nasty, freaky, deaky shit y'all niggas on? Y'all my family? Y'all see the difference in my face? I can't make it up. Have you mind, he's still in the house, so he's trying to reattach quickly. He's running. He's a runner. There we go. There's my face again. He was possessing my son's brain. I had to go ahead and spin my son's right brain, where the masculines usually hide at, to get him out. Yeah. Spirituality's deep when you finally get in it. But it's best you just protect yourself. Don't send out bad shit. Just protect yourself. Stop trying to attach to other people and just simply protect yourself at all costs. Protect yourself. Seriously, these niggas is disgusting. Okay? Coming from all directions trying to touch my baby. Like, God. You see, the quality of my face is just changing, and the smile is getting easier to smile, and there's less electric currents trying to pull my face into some distorted ass, ugly fucking face. Like, I think this shit's the game if you want to. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you for staying present. I hope you get all your energy back at the end through this practice. And if you need an energy clear, book me. I got you. I'm here to help you remove all your spiritual blocks, because I can feel them and I can see them. And I'm a real healer. I don't let this shit go for free. Okay? So, I love you guys. Y'all stay safe. Peace.